listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Mamba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and the big, the sexy, the lovely, the mouth-breathing Mamba.
Doesn't his hair look great?
Yeah, it does. It looks fantastic. Oh, by the way, we're also being joined by a very special guest. Had, rave reviews last time.
We did.
This person was on.
So back by popular demand.
Yes, very popular demand. Debbie.
Hello, Debbie.
You see her arm right here if you're watching YouTube. Look, that's her.
So that's proof that she is here.
Right.
I'm a real person.
It's a real person. It's not a computer.
Also, we're also going to be joined by a very special guest later on in the podcast. We will mention that later.
You're calling somebody?
No, are we recorded an interview with somebody?
I don't like it when you do things all like
Do you not recall?
Without consulting. I got a gripe.
Already?
Yeah.
Cue the music.
All right.
Before we get into it,
motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
my gripe is I have a question for Junkyard.
Okay.
Okay, so do we play the question soundbite or the great? Because
Junkyard, what the fuck's your problem, man?
You heard my problem.
You've been really combative lately. And earlier today, so me, Junkyard, and another one of our coworkers are in a group chat, and our coworker asked me something, and then I didn't respond right away. So Junkyard says, "No, he didn't, because he's probably drinking beer and playing video games."
Was I wrong?
Like, really? No, I wasn't drinking beer.
it wasn't beer he was drinking.
Yeah,
He may have been drinking, but it wasn't beer.
but even if I was, so the fuck what, Junkyard? Like, what is your problem?
You should be using your time more productively.
Yeah, why would you say
Why
that?
is he so judgmental?
Yeah, thank you, Debbie. Thank you so
Let him live
much.
his life.
You know what?
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? Like, upsets me a lot too is that we have various group chats with people that we're friends with, and Junkyard's like the guppy of everybody that we know. Like, he's easy prey. People make fun of him. They pounce on him.
He's easy pickings.
Yeah, and I kind of feel bad for him. So I tell Tody's brother fucks with him all the time. And then I asked Tody's brother, I was like, "Hey, what's your beef with Junkyard?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "I just giving him a hard time." So I try to man, I feel bad for Junkyard. But after today, and
Then
you
he
said,
pull shit like this.
yeah, then he says that snotty ass thing, and I'm like, I'm glad people pick on you. I'm gonna encourage them to double down because
So you're going to instigate?
I work Monday through Friday, just same schedule as you, and when I get home, I had a 3-day weekend, and if I want to play video games
And drink beer.
so what? So what if Saturday night I sit up till 2 of the afternoon playing video
Not
games?
even 2 in the morning. This is 2 in the afternoon.
The next day.
The next day.
Yeah.
So was that like what? You probably woke up at 2 in the afternoon, so it was 24 hours?
Yeah, probably.
It's a brand new day.
And then my girlfriend came back home because she went out with her parents in the morning, and she walked in on me passed out. So I went to go take a nap, but I woke up and I continued my day.
Playing video games.
No, it was me and her time.
Oh,
after
okay. I
when she
gotcha.
went back
Well, at
home.
least you did that. That's a plus.
So, Mamba, would you say if we were in grade school, Junker would be like the kid that raises his hand and says that they forgot to collect the
Yeah,
homework?
yeah. The teacher's like, "Hey, you guys have a good day." Junker was like, "Teacher, but what about our homework?"
Or what about that quiz you said we were gonna have?
I mean, hey, man.
I'm younger than Junkyard, but I like to think that if we were back in grammar school, high school, I would still I'd fuck with him.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
believe it.
So you're a bully.
Well, is it a bully if it's deserved?
No, you're right.
Thank you.
I was actually never picked on in high school. I didn't get picked on until I was an adult by you guys.
Well, I'm glad we were able to fill that void in your life because everyone should be picked on at least at some point in their life to humble them a little bit.
You were never picked on.
No, I swear to God, I was never picked on growing up. So like when I went to
Is that why you're the way you are?
yeah, probably.
You know what? That's why people should be picked on.
Yeah,
Some people have never been picked on, and it shows.
I was picked on a lot by my own family.
No, I was never picked on. Like when I was in grammar school, like it was a small class, so like we all like, just like talk. We didn't pick on each other.
Oh, that's because I forgot. He went to. I forgot. He went to a private school.
So
Yeah.
you were all wieners.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so it's hard to pick on people.
That's true. Yeah.
And then in high
It's
school,
hard to pick out people when you're all fucking tadpoles.
in high school, I got along with everybody. So, nobody picked on me.
Why you, Debbie? Were you a mean girl?
I was not a mean girl.
She is now though, right?
I am now. No. No. I'm pretty nice. I can be an asshole, but that's neither here nor there.
And it's like, it's not that it's not deserved. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I get made fun of a lot by you guys, but I probably deserve it. Like, take somebody, I'm a bigger guy, and we're friends with our friend Turok. He's a bigger guy. But nobody ever makes fun of Turok. Because
he's a sweetheart.
Sweetheart. I love him.
Everybody loves him.
He's made out of sugar. I love him. So that's why you guys say the things you do. So maybe you deserve it.
You're made out of sugar too. Like
My
physically.
blood is. My blood. No,
He's talking about your beatus.
no, I don't have the betas.
Your pre.
I went to the doctor. For those who have listened to this podcast and know I've never been to a doctor, but I was convinced to go, and I'm okay. I'm not perfect.
Were you convinced, or was it a borderline intervention?
A lot of pre and borderline for my medical diagnosis, but never not confirmed.
Oh, okay. So that's good.
That's good, right?
That's good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you've been working out every day? Mm-hmm. So you're good. You're living life.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for acknowledging that. And
That's
if
what I
I
do.
want to play video games,
Yeah.
Till 2 p.m. the following day.
that's nobody's,
That
From
is
2
your
p.m. to
prerogative.
2 p.m.
that's nobody's fucking
I mean,
business.
Nobody's
it's
business
his
but
day
your own.
off, so
Thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
it was actually like 2 days.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of time off, and I just do whatever I want.
That's very weird that you're off today, right?
I am off today.
And you chose to be here.
I did.
But you do what you want with your time. And we
I'm gonna
thank you.
question it next time. Then.
We thank you for it.
Thank you for having me.
That's it. I guess that's a good question, right? Now you mentioned you have a boyfriend, correct?
Oh, last time she was on, she did it.
Last time I was single.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So a lot has changed.
Yeah, since
Well, it was cuffing season.
that's right. We
That's right.
confirmed it was
I'm
September when you were last on. So
Yes.
we're in February now. No, March. March 1st.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, one year since the Rona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We got back together, me and my
your ex.
We were broken up for 3 months.
So what happened to that other guy? Because the last time you were here, you
I had
mentioned.
to kick him to the curb.
Oh no!
No, it
Obviously, he's not around.
Right, clearly.
Clearly, he didn't make the cut.
it just didn't work out. And then it had nothing to do with the current boyfriend. Like, it was two separate things. Just didn't work out, and got rid of him. We were only talking for like a month and a half.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, I broke his heart.
Yeah.
Oh no, did he cry?
Yeah, a month. That's more of
No,
an
he
audition.
didn't cry.
It's not really a relation. That's an
Right.
audition. So
That's a what? What'd you say?
it's not like if you only talk to someone for a month or two, it's not really a relationship. It's more of
No.
an audition.
Right. Yeah.
To-
Tryouts.
Yeah.
Trial.
Yeah.
Trial
Yeah,
He
period.
didn't,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Try
you
before
did
you
you write
buy.
did you write the list and like it was like blank because there was only one person trying out and it was him? And he didn't make the
He
final.
started making.
Sorry.
Sorry. After much consideration, I mean, it was tough competition.
I'll take my talents elsewhere.
So how long have you been with your current boyfriend?
since September.
No, I mean
Yeah.
was it September?
No. Was it?
That was really
yeah,
quick.
no, it was like October, actually.
Oh, so it was a
October.
month after we did the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was short, a couple weeks after.
So-
But, I mean, technically, we've been together, it'd be 2 years in June. But we broke up for those 3 months.
So would you say that the last time you were on the podcast and you just saw like what our lives are, Was that you like thinking to yourself like, man, I've really hit a low point in my life?
No.
And that's when you decide to get in a relationship. Because sometimes those events kind of trigger certain things. Like,
No,
So-
I just honestly I wasn't even thinking about getting back. You know, I thought it was done and over with. We didn't talk, or I didn't see him at all. We'd send each other stupid memes here and there. But
Who sent the text like, "Hey, big head"?
Oh, the get back together text.
Yeah, like,
like
The slide back text.
WYD question mark.
Yeah, what you doing?
I don't know. We were texting that night, and he was a little drunk, and I think it was his idea.
Probably listening to Drake.
Probably.
I've been
He
there.
doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to Drake. But
He doesn't, but he was probably having a Drake
oh yeah,
moment.
he was.
There's been many times where I've gotten drunk, looked in the mirror, and I was like, just gonna go for it. Just gonna risk it.
You're just gonna shoot your shot.
Yeah.
So
Hey, man, fortune favors the bold.
Yeah, that's right.
That's nice though to know that like it could, two people can get back together.
yeah, and I feel like it's even better than it was the first time around.
So it was like that break. Was
Yeah.
it like a reset?
Yeah, kind of.
You know what they
Yeah.
say when people are like far apart? You start missing them. What's that saying?
Absence makes the heart.
Yeah, grow fonder. There you
Yeah.
go.
Fonder.
How do you not know that?
Because I can think of it for some reason.
Because he keeps his wife at
that's
arm's length.
That's right.
There is no absence.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because Junker's a serial monogamist. He doesn't know what it's like to be apart from anyone.
And what?
So what else have you guys been up to? I used to see you all the time. Now I barely see you.
Yeah. What have you been up to, Tony? Tell us everything.
I would if there was much to tell, which there isn't. I just work.
So for those wondering why we haven't been on, this is our 200th episode, our 200th extravaganza, which is why we have
200.
multiple guests and one very
Special guest.
coming
Some
up.
would
This is-
say
Not that Debbie isn't special, but someone more special.
I mean, someone way cooler.
So, this is our 200th episode. We're giving away a shirt, our first New Kids on the Pod.
I have it.
Mamba.
Throw it over here.
We're giving it away because it does.
We're also doing a pizza review.
Oh, no, and you sweat all over it, so.
We're giving it away because it doesn't fit me. So
Yeah, we're doing a pizza review later.
we're not going to show
yeah,
them.
go ahead.
the
Yeah,
shirt.
show it.
No, we're not going to show them. The shirt. They have to win.
Well, just show up because
only for the winners.
We're gonna do another round of giveaway. So
Who made this shirt?
My wife made that
All right,
shirt.
so
your wife.
explain, because there's a lot of technology in this
Yes,
shirt that you
Debbie,
may
do you
not
have
know.
Spotify?
I do.
Can you pull it out your phone and pull out Spotify for me real quick?
Is that going to work from this far?
Yeah, it'll work.
I don't pay for it. I think
That's
so.
fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay if you steal it. I don't condone it, but it's,
It's okay if you're on your third free trial.
I only do that with my cable.
Is this your fifth?
So
free
go ahead and
trial?
hit the search button for me.
Where's that?
I think it's down there.
Oh.
All right, and then it should let you scan, like run a scan. or
It's not
something.
going to scan from all the
It will.
way
It'll
there.
scan. It's a big.
No. How
It's
do
a
you do that?
big.
Oh, the camera.
Yeah, the camera. There you go.
Come on.
Am I aiming it? Hold
Go ahead
on.
and scan the shirt.
I'll be impressed if
It's
it
not
worked from
doing
that
it.
distance.
Here, throw it over here.
All right. Well, the point is,
The point is, if you scan the shirt, it'll take you to our podcast on.
Yeah,
you got to hold it,
straighten
stretch it out.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
So those
so where did it
look,
take
look
you,
at my
Debbie?
little picture. You'll see that, and then on the back it says it's our tagline. You read that
It's not the podcast you deserve, but it's the one you need.
exactly. And then look, a 200th episode on the sleeve right there for commemorating our 200th. We didn't think we were gonna make it this far, but we did.
yeah. Some would say we
Is
should have
that
hit.
your? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What are you saying?
It's like, is that your cheap way of getting me to follow you guys?
No, no, it's not.
I mean, while you're there,
But why- yeah.
you might as well just bookmark it, add it to your
I got it.
favorites.
I
That's
got
true.
you.
I downloaded Spotify recently, and
Yeah,
I don't even follow.
Good job, Junker. That was very slick.
It was slick.
Man, Junker's
he
been
got
on,
me.
Junker's been on his game lately. He's booking guests. He's
Hell
actually
yeah.
producing. He's like, hey, why don't you pull your phone real quick? Look, numbers are going up.
Yeah.
I know, right? Though, well, I'm the only one that ever promotes it. We gotta tell you a story about when we were in Vegas. We were in Vegas. We went to the Zippo store. It was the three of us.
This is like the most weirdest, awkward thing
And-
ever.
And Tony was talking to the girl at the Zippo store.
No, we need to give you. Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, let me give you a prelude before this, because that is true. But before this, we were talking about hey, we should promote the podcast more. And we're like, yeah. I'm like, come on, Junker, you should start like promoting more. You know, you're the producer. Like, start, get the word out. Start pushing it, whatever. So
And we had just started like
we had
shortly before that.
when I'm telling him this, I don't mean, okay, I need you to do it at the next person you see. I just meant like, think about it, let it stew, come up with some ideas. So I'm talking to this girl at the Zippo store, and she's a super cute girl. So I start talking to her. I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? Whatever. And then Joker just steps in and is like, hey, do you like podcasts? I'm like that, like just like that. Do you like podcasts? And she's like, yeah. He's like, oh, cool, because we have one. I'm like, Joker, that's not what I meant.
I don't think that's what. I don't think she said, yeah. I think she said, what's a podcast?
I thought she said yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so. Well, because shortly thereafter she started listening to us.
Yeah.
And then one of our very loyal fans
one of her friends
me Hey Hey.
She became
She became a
loyal
listener of ours,
Okay.
and
See, it was a good idea.
yeah,
Yeah, but at the time it was a little weird
It was
because here I am trying to speak game, and then Junker just like, hey, do you like podcasts? I'm like,
it was very.
that's not what I meant.
Like the poor girl was weirded out.
I mean, it's okay because all girls are weirded out. So right,
That is true. They are.
That is
Sometimes.
that is something you should probably work on. There is if all
Why?
your
I'm married. That doesn't matter.
if all your interactions with women leave the women weirded out, there's one constant.
Well, see, now it doesn't matter. Like,
I guess you
unless I
gotta-
ever get a divorce, then
That is
whatever,
true. You're right. Now it doesn't matter. But that brings me to my next point that there is nothing scarier than a man with nothing to lose, which is why I'm afraid of being out in the world with you, Junkyard.
And
Because
another,
you're too bold now. You're
Right.
emboldened because you're already married. You got a good life. So you're like, Psh, you don't give a shit what girls think about you.
Hell
So you just
no.
throw it out there. See me? I got a lot to lose. Okay.
Yeah, when I walked in here today to record this, I figured I was a little late, so I assumed that Tony and Debbie were here. And when I ring the doorbell, I noticed that all the lights were off in the living room. But I was like, okay, maybe there's lights on in the back of the house.
No.
But I ring the doorbell, and Junker opens the door, and it's like pitch black. Like I could barely see him. And I asked him, like, what the fuck are you doing in here? There's people here, right? It's not just me and you.
I mean, hey man, I like it dark. What can I say?
I thought I was going to get kidnapped today. It's like, oh, follow me into my basement.
I mean, and, yeah.
Where it's even darker than it is up here.
And you're a lot smaller than me, so I would assume you're a little bit more nervous. I mean,
No, she can handle herself. Look at her.
I could.
She probably has a piece on her right now.
Oh no!
Let's not talk about that. But I do carry it now.
Oh no.
Not today.
Oh, okay, good.
Or does she?
Oh, or is it, she wants us to think that she doesn't have
Right.
it. in
That's
case she needs
exactly
to
what
use it.
someone with a piece would say.
Exactly.
No, I don't know. We know some people that have guns, and they can't wait to tell you that they have a gun.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, they like to wave it around.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I like to hide mine,
Uh-huh.
and I don't pull it out or anything like that.
Ever.
Well, you're
Like
not.
to show your friends, like, hey, look, check this out.
No.
You're not supposed to, right? Yeah. That's what they're like.
But I'm saying we have like
We have friends that do that.
we have,
Oh,
fri-
no,
yeah,
no,
we have
no.
friends that are like it's like they're like vegans.
Oh,
You know they're a vegan.
yeah.
It's like they just got to throw it in your face.
Right.
They got to let you know every 5 minutes that they have a gun.
Yeah, and then they'll like unzip their bag and open it and like, look, you see that?
I don't know. Like,
I'm not a gun enthusiast though, so but I mean,
okay.
I carry one.
I went to a kids party, and
And they had a gun.
yeah, this guy walked in. So let me give you. It's my girlfriend's family member. Well, I probably shouldn't say that, but
Edit that part out.
Too late, mama. Too
somebody
late.
on my girlfriend's family, like their significant other, really wants to be a police officer, which is fine. But he like lets you know he wants to be a police officer.
I'm trying to think of who it is now.
I don't think you met this
No?
person.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Off air.
Yeah. And then so we're at this kid's party, and then his friends show up, and his friend like shows, and he takes off his jacket. He has this like his like just hanging off the side, like his shirt is. It's not tucked in or anything. It's just hanging off his belt, and I wanted to tell him like, we get it. You have a gun. Like
But
this
you're
is
supposed to conceal it.
I guess. Well, I guess maybe because it was under his jacket, so it's considered concealed. But when you're in the private residence, maybe I don't know the rules. It's just weird that like you're at a party with a bunch of like people,
With a bunch of kids.
Yeah, it's a kids' party. That's weird.
and then your gun is just hanging off your.
And he's not a police officer, right?
Not this guy, but his friend. I don't know if this friend was. I don't think he was.
So wait, hold on. The guy that keeps saying that he wants to be a police officer,
His friend.
his friend is the guy that
He had a piece.
had the
piece.
gun.
Oh, I gotcha.
Just hanging off his hip.
Right.
Ready to fire. Like he was fixing a plate with chicken and mashed potatoes. And you could just see
Hey,
it
sometimes it gets crazy at the table.
dangle it off his head. But do you like? So you usually keep yours concealed? You don't.
Yeah.
Well, clearly, do you see it? No.
I don't know. I don't want to find out.
You would definitely see it because I have a big ass gun.
What kind is it?
Glock 21.
Oh, okay.
It's a 45,
45
caliber.
caliber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's too big. If like, okay, so I have one because of what I do for work.
Yeah,
So
makes-
when I'm wearing it, it's like digging into my armpit because I'm a small person. So that's
It's
why
like
I
up
don't
to
like.
here?
Yeah, it's and I can't drive with it. It's so uncomfortable. So
Why don't you get a little one?
I'm going to.
okay.
Yeah, I just haven't. It's been a long time, and I still haven't bought myself like a smaller one. But that's why I don't like carrying it. It's too big.
Makes it. I always say that I'm gonna get a concealed carry, and then I hear about the class and how it's 8 hours.
Yeah, but it's one time.
It's more than that.
I'll
It's,
take my
it's
chance.
16 hours, isn't it?
I think it's it's a
It's like
2-day course.
it's 2 days.
Even worse.
I mean, if you can
Even
even sell
wor-
them, if you can even sell them on 1 8 hour, now you got to tell there's 2 days. Forget about it.
I'd rather.
Lunch is not included, Mamba.
I'd rather be ill prepared.
You hear what he said?
I wish I had a gun right now. That's for that shitty comment that he said.
You want to borrow mine?
I just want you guys to know when we're at work, Junkyard is way lazier than me.
That's because I got rank, man.
I know, and he pulls it so often, and he's very condescending.
So when I started working there, the guy that hired me, he doesn't work there anymore. But the boss, the highest of the bosses of my bosses, taught me one very important lesson, and that is that shit flows downhill. So, Mom was at the bottom of the hill.
So you just get shit
So
on
he just
everyone.
gets shit on all the time. And see, I am now, since I've been there for so long, at the top of the hill. So I do the shitting on Mamba. So I mean, it's just,
I understand what you're
it's
saying.
nature running its course, right?
I understand what you're
I
saying,
guess.
but this
Bigger
hill.
fish eat the smaller fish.
I hear what you're saying, but this hill is made out of dung. It is a dung pile. So no matter, you're there with me. You're sitting at the peak of a mountain of shit.
Hey, man. Well, you gotta work your way. Yeah, start cleaning that shit up.
Yeah, pay your
Work your way,
dues.
You gotta pay your dues.
Are you hiring, Tony?
Everybody owes, everybody pays.
Is
We're
it-
hiring.
Oh, is it?
But you got to take a 2-day class.
You got to take a
and-
5-week
and
class.
And lunch is not. Is lunch provided any of those weeks?
Probably once or twice.
Can we talk about what you do if that's?
Yeah, just
We won't give the specifics
Okay.
or the place
Okay.
and
I'm
any
a-
other
I
details.
have a fans only account. Just kidding.
If you really want to know, you gotta
JK.
link below.
But
Yeah,
it,
right?
I mean, if you want to contribute.
You know what? You should. No, I'm not saying you should start a fans only. What I'm saying is,
OnlyFans. It's
chicks
called
or OnlyFans, whatever. You should.
Whatever. I always
She
say
said
it
fans
backwards.
only, and I
Okay,
said
that's
OnlyFans.
fine. Yeah.
So people like chicks start Venmos,
I know.
and then they just put it out there, and people start giving you money.
I know.
You know
I
what's
need a
even-
sugar
Have one?
daddy.
you know what's even easier? I've seen like women on Instagram. They don't put their OnlyFans link. They just put their Cash App.
Yeah.
link or Venmo.
Right.
It's like, this is my Cash App.
Right? I mean, just send them money.
I get it.
It's crazy.
I
It's crazy.
appreciate that.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I
see-
appreciate them cutting out the middleman. Like, just give me your money.
And like on dating apps, like you see that all the time too. Like all you see is like their Instagram and their like Venmo or their Cash App.
Wait, on dating websites?
Yeah, like
really?
like Tinder.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I see all the time.
Well, it's because you're a girl and
'Cause
you're
you're a
looking
girl,
at
I mean,
guys.
I
It's
mean,
the other way
if you-
around.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, guys are
Guys aren't asking for money.
guys aren't gonna be doing that.
What would, I wish
Or they
that,
might, but I doubt it.
Anybody's paying.
I wish that like obviously I'm not gonna make a Tinder, but if I would be bold enough to do that. put by.
I want to try that now.
You should.
I mean, obviously I can't right now, but
Tell them it's for a
You
good
can.
cause.
You can. If you just do the Venmo thing, you can, fuck, who cares? You're taking other people's money. You're not going to have to give anything in return.
Tell them you do it. Tell them you just do it to see how much you could make.
Look,
It's like your
'cause
side
right
side
now,
hustle.
right now the market is booming with incels
Yep.
and with simps. Like simp culture is like
Well, this is not going to be.
skyrocketing.
It's not going to be on Twitch, right? Because it would get banned.
Yeah, no, it's not on Twitch.
okay. Yeah, we can't use the word simp on Twitch.
Why?
It's one of the
They banned that word.
They banned that
Simp
word.
it
That's so
itself.
stupid.
yeah.
what's simp?
Are you familiar with the
Oh.
word simp? Oh,
I've
You know what
heard it
incel?
before,
You know what
but
incel is?
No, I don't. I don't know any of this.
Well, that guy. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about it. But the guy that you dated for a month, he sounded like he was sipping a little bit because you broke his heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now she understands.
so the gears are turning.
Oh, okay.
But no, like so an incel is
Well, that's totally different.
that's something different, but that basically means involuntary celibate. So it's pretty much a
Oh,
loser.
Okay. All right.
A guy that really wants to
I've never heard that
yeah,
one before.
really?
involuntary celibate, yeah. And
There's
What does simp stand for? Is it-
simp is
simp.
is a term used for guys that will put e-girls or internet girls on a pedestal. Like they'll be like say there's a girl on Twitch and there's some that all they do is stream themselves sitting in their room, just talking
Oh.
and not doing anything. And people are like, "Oh, you're so beautiful!" Like just showering her with compliments.
Wait, what's wrong with that? I don't understand.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but these are considered
Yeah.
simps.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
And the problem is that when someone calls out these girls, like you're not really doing anything or you're not very talented, then the simp army will like
Attack
they are
them.
furious.
Also known as white knights.
Yes, the white knights. They're the ones that come to your rescue. Like if you're like on stream and someone says anything negative towards you, then you have your white knight army just rush
Destroy
and
them.
Just
destroy
think
them.
of it,
Defend
Debbie.
their-
You can have your own army of simps behind you. They
Yeah.
give you money and do your
oh yeah,
bidding.
and they also give you money, monthly contributions.
Yeah.
Makes the Amazon wish
Because
list.
And I don't have to do anything?
no,
No.
you literally have to do nothing.
Well, I thought about this before.
Oh,
So I was just gonna eat like hot Cheetos and just eat random
That's
shit.
that's
You
popular
know what?
too.
That is actually
that
that
done
would
already?
work. No, that would. I'm saying
Or
that would
maybe
work.
eat pizza.
You can eat whatever.
Yeah. What was it?
There's that girl that,
earlier.
like-
We called it mukbang.
Mukbang, yeah. Like that's the term.
It sounds
for-
gross.
but that's what it is when
But
like
it's not.
when like people just eat on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds gross. I don't like that anymore.
What it's I think it's Japanese. Look it up.
Oh,
here.
I've seen like them doing that.
Like no, they're like crazy. Like they eat like some weird.
Yeah, I've seen like.
But
Ugh.
if you start like your own Twitch stream and it says like Latina eats hot Cheetos, I guarantee you will have people watching.
You'll
Like, you will get views, and you will get people
Oh,
like
hell
giving you
no.
like donations.
That looks
That- it-
disgusting.
Ooh, I want to watch that one.
Oh, I've
Fried
seen-
chicken mukbang.
Well, you can do your own mukbang.
I love it.
I'd get so fat.
I love it.
No,
That
I'm
well,
good.
you can't watch it, Katie.
Yeah, hold on. If you want, let me pull it.
We don't have to watch it. It's gonna take too long.
Well, you're the one
but-
that said it.
Send me the link because I like that one with that fine ebony queen eating the chicken.
But just so you know, Debbie, there is no shortage of simps on the internet.
Oh, there never will be.
And you
there never
can
will
and you
be.
can just
And-
gather all that stuff up from
And
them Sims.
now that that all these lockdowns are in place and
Mm-hmm.
nobody's really going anywhere, like OnlyFans is like taking off like ridiculous.
I've seen I think it was a documentary
Yeah.
on Netflix about it. Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what? You don't have to get naked on OnlyFans either. Like there's guys that'll subscribe even if you don't get naked, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like
yeah,
a little
like
big community.
yeah, people think they're like, oh, you have to get naked. No, like
I think it's weird when people
like-
have like actual like there. I see this page where this guy had a OnlyFans and he teaches you like he like a personal trader.
yeah.
I don't think it's weird, bro.
But did you sign up though?
No,
Are you sure?
I mean yeah. But he was like, "Oh, subscribe to my OnlyFans so I can teach you how to get in shape." And I was like, "Is that really what you're selling?"
One way to find out.
If I don't sign up and I don't see some pork sword, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
You're disappointed.
So yeah, you should start thinking about widening your spectrum of
I don't know if the
income.
boyfriend's gonna like that.
I tried.
You know what he's gonna like?
He'll-
He's gonna like all that money.
That's true.
Start giving him an allowance.
Does he like?
As long as he takes his cut.
Right.
He's not a pimp.
Does he like?
Sounds like it now.
Does he like PS5s?
No.
What does he like?
He works out a lot.
Buy him like gym memberships or something. Does he like steroids?
No.
Does
I was
he?
saying,
What kind of a
buy him
question
like
is that?
roids. Buy him some HGH. I don't know.
No. He doesn't do
Does he
any of
like
that.
HGH? Does he like roids? What kind of question is that?
He says he
Junkyard?
shouldn't work it out. I'm trying to think. Of
Just
working
people
out.
that work out doesn't mean they take steroids.
Maybe they should.
Mama, do you take steroids?
I mean,
Doesn't look like you take steroids.
obviously.
Come on, Debbie. What kind of
That's not
question
very
is
nice.
that?
Yeah, the one person who probably should be taking steroid, like some kind of growth hormone, because Junkyard is still built like he is transitioning through puberty.
But I think you took enough growth hormones for everybody here.
But I'm a full sized adult.
And then some.
When you go out with Myro, they put you in a fucking high chair. They give you like one of those.
Do they bring out the bucket of crayons?
Yeah, they give you a
little
kids
bit.
menu that you draw.
Oh, Mom, I was going to say something even more mean, but I'm not going to say it.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
But I tried to convince. Well, not really, but I told my girl. I'm like, we talked about it. She was like, "Wait, if I made OnlyFans, would you be mad?" I'm like, "Not really." You know what I mean? Like,
I guess if she's not getting naked, then it's fine, right? I mean, I don't know.
Or do you
It's
care
still
if she's
kinda
getting
weird.
naked? Or you,
do I care if she's getting
Yeah.
naked? I mean, it would obviously be something to get used to. But if
He's
how
like,
do
if I'm getting paid.
Yeah. What if someone's paying primo rate?
if somebody's paying a premium rate, and it's another income for her, I mean, why not?
but would you
It's
be
a-
okay with dudes fapping to her? Like, I don't know, man.
I mean,
Like the
mean,
thought
as
of it.
long as they're not
See-
physically fapping
see-
Well, they are physically
Well,
fapping to her.
on her.
Well, not on her, but they're watching her.
But
well,
see, here's the
But
thing.
I get
Out of sight, out of mind.
But I get to.
It's true, but see, here's the
she
thing.
gets to come home.
Look,
to me.
exactly. And see, here's my argument for that is that, like, I agree. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't want, like, dudes, jerking off to my girl, but technically they're going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
not if they don't know who she is. I mean, if she's not.
Yeah,
on
but
OnlyFans.
if enough people see her out in the world, they're like, I'm sure she's in someone's spank bank.
There's probably
You know?
been some. I'm sure. There.
So if some random stranger out in like South Dakota wants to pay, a couple bucks for a good fap,
no harm, no foul.
no harm, no foul.
I guess.
There are some couples who are okay with it. They're,
true.
Well, yeah, of course there are.
everybody's
I
got
don't
their
know.
own thing.
I don't know
What
if
I mean,
I'd like.
it's not like-
what if she gets a request that they want you in it
Oh shit, couples.
and they'll pay extra?
Do I get to wear a mask?
You can wear whatever you want.
A luchador that mask.
Maybe. I don't want to deprive the people of what they want.
Yeah, see, it's a world full of possibilities.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
Shouldn't be the next Kim
Well,
Kardashian.
No.
Well, you can't do it because you have physical limitations.
Not like
People will.
that. Talking about let my girlfriend or wife.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say because people will pay for you to keep your clothes on.
Hey man, I'll take it.
Jigger gets on stream and he's like, "All right, I'm starting to take off my clothes. Unless the money starts coming in."
That'd be fucking awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Dude, I can live with like having my wife get naked in front of a bunch of dudes and then them just fapping her.
But
That's weird.
But she's not like doing anything to them.
Right, but
There's
still,
no physical interaction.
I don't know, man. I like having that like just for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we know. We can tell.
You could tell by
There's no
by the,
light.
by the dark corner you keep her in. We know you like that to yourself. Yeah, that's very obvious.
Well, there's even more of a reason. I don't know. What do you think, Debbie?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to do it, first of all.
Well, fine. Let's turn the tables. What if it was your boyfriend?
Nah.
No, you wouldn't want
No.
other
Oh,
chicks?
really?
Oh. That's
I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't want other girls like
No. I
Paying-
would
double clicking
I
their
would
mouse
not.
on.
No, I would not like that.
Because I mean, he's probably sending dick pics for free. You wouldn't at least want to get a cut.
Let me find out.
This gonna be pull out that Glock.
What you said he likes to work out.
Yeah.
I think I met him before, right?
I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pretty powerful guy. What if he made OnlyFans and he was training people?
I mean, that's fine. Is his dick going to be hanging out?
I mean,
Then it's not fine.
depends on what he's wearing.
I don't know if he's gonna be hanging out.
I mean, there'll be some bulge action, obviously.
I mean, if he wants to do that for money, yeah. But I mean, as long as he's not showing anything, it's okay with the shirt off, I guess. That's fine.
Okay,
You know,
so that's where you draw the line.
There's
Yeah.
some leeway. Okay.
I guess he could wear some tight shorts, but that's about it. That's where I draw the line.
So what if girls aren't watching it to watch his workout tips?
It doesn't matter as long as he's not actually showing anything.
I gotcha.
Even
What
the,
they do behind closed
and
doors is not.
What if the price is right?
Nah, I still can't.
There's no price.
I don't think so.
That's
I
good.
don't know.
Good on you. Good on you.
$100 a month.
That's
$100
it?
a month.
$100 What? Is that how much people have to pay each person?
No. Like that's how much he's making. Well,
That's it.
That's
No,
it.
per person. That's
All right. If it's $100 per person,
per person.
Is that a lot?
What
I don't
about
know.
one-offs?
I don't know.
What if some girls like pull your pants down for $1,000?
Is he gonna give me the money? I mean, I don't know.
Well, some of it will go to you.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Just a flash. Kind of like, you know how girls flash. Like, just a flash. Where some girls, like, offers them a tip. $1,000 if you flash us right now on camera.
If you flash us,
we don't
that's
have
tip.
to.
All
I don't
he
have
has-
to know this
all,
chick,
he,
right?
all he has
No,
to do...
no,
it's
no.
Stranger.
Yeah,
These
fuck
are-
it.
What?
Oh, there we go. Everyone has their price.
Yep.
I mean, if it's a one-time thing, and
My.
Now I wonder if he would say the same about you.
Debbie.
I don't know.
How the mighty have fallen. We have gone from putting you... You were up here on the morale.
Oh shit!
Next thing you
She's
know,
at the bottom.
everyone has their
Down in the
price.
shit pile.
You're just a degenerate like us.
Yeah,
knew it.
It happens.
See, we have you on the podcast, so you bring bring it to a new level. Not to bring it back down to where it was.
Oh, I've been talking to you guys too much now.
You have. The influence is strong.
It is.
So yeah, I don't know, man. OnlyFans is so fucking crazy. Well, I was watching. You know what? Have you guys watched Manhunt on Netflix? Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
The first season was on Ted Kaczynski. Tony, put it in your Newton. It's
All right.
it's a great show.
How do you spell Kaczynski?
Ted Kaczynski. He was the Unabomber. You know,
oh yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna do some garble, and Google will definitely know. Yeah, Google knows what I'm talking about.
yep, Ted Kaczynski. So
Yeah,
Ted,
I
you know
would
the
never know how to
Unabomber is?
spell that.
Remember the
Yeah.
Unabomber? So he sent, for those who don't know who are too young, he used to send bombs via the post office into like people, and then
Wait, I
just
thought
blow
the
'em up.
Unabomber was that other guy.
Are you thinking about Timothy McVeigh?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
That's the
Oh,
Oklahoma City bomber.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought that was a Unabomber.
Yeah.
No, the Unabomber is Ted Kaczynski. He's from Illinois, from Elmwood Park.
Oh, some would say he's the
No, Evergreen Park. Sorry,
he's
Evergreen
the
Park.
original incel.
Exactly. That's my point. So he was
He's patient zero.
he was like sending out bombs. I think he got caught when he was like 50 or something, or 40. But he was a virgin. He had never had sex with any woman. He didn't really have much. He had like one girlfriend, I think, his whole life, maybe two.
Did he try men?
No, he didn't. He was not gay.
I mean, you don't have to be gay.
Oh, he wasn't. He didn't try it. No.
Oh, he didn't try it.
He lived in the shack in the woods, so he didn't try anything because
Oh.
he lived in like after a certain time he like lived all by himself out in the middle. I think it was in
Wow.
North Dakota or South Dakota somewhere, or Colorado, like in the middle of the woods in a little like one like shack. It was like a hut. Anyway, so they found him, and yeah, he was the original incel.
Well,
He was not the original incel. I'm sure there were other incels before him, but
He's probably one of the more
the most
prolific ones.
right.
But they
See, this is what happens when you don't have sex for 40 years. You send bombs to people and blow them up. So if you learn anything, is the more sex you have, the more happy
The less
you'll be.
bombs
The less
you-
bombs you're gonna send.
I mean,
I have sent 0 bombs, so
so yeah, so that means you have a pretty healthy sex life.
I guess.
That's good. So nobody here sent any bombs, right?
Right. So it must be working.
So we can assume that we're all doing okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was the original simp.
No,
Or
incel. Because he wasn't paying chicks online because there was no internet back then. He didn't believe in. He was against all computers and all technology.
What an idiot. That could have solved all his problems.
Yeah, you're right.
It's true.
Porn would have helped
Yeah.
if only he knew then what we know now. He's still alive. You should send him.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's in jail.
The irony is that
So
women love him now.
yeah.
He's next to Eric Rudolph, another bomber.
But speaking of porn, I had a great idea. They should have you know when you go to the gas station,
Yeah.
and they have those little like screens. They should have porn on there.
While you're paying at the pump?
Yeah, because I'd like to see someone else get fucked as well while I'm paying these gas prices.
I see.
Yeah,
I see what you did there.
you like what I did there?
Yeah.
But you drive your car once a month.
That is true.
It was a joke, Mom, but God.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't change the fact that I'm upset about these prices for everyone.
Are they like pretty high?
They're going, it's close
They're
to like,
going up.
like $3, I think.
And I don't use regular, so
Oh,
Bougie.
Well, he's got a sports car.
Oh, we fancy.
He's got what do you have? A Camaro?
yes.
So he thinks he's really cool. But it's cool because like he didn't have a car until like a year ago. So
Not even a year ago. It's been like months.
get him off you, bro.
I mean, he's not wrong.
it wasn't a slight. I was just
It sounded like a
It,
slight.
it did sound like a slight, but I can't get upset because it was a statement of fact. I got a car in May, so yeah,
You didn't have a car before?
no,
Ever?
no,
Did you know how to drive?
yes.
Why didn't you have a car?
Some would argue that.
Okay, so I see you may be a little confused. So he's like, "What?" Okay, so I didn't have a car. I never really needed one because all of my friends had cars.
so everybody picked
So
him
wait.
up and drove him
Everyone
around.
always picked
So
me
when
up.
you went on dates,
Oh, the girl would drive.
The girl would drive.
really?
Yeah,
So imagine this: having to pick him up for a date.
that's how I know they really like me.
Hold on. There was a big period
You
of
know-
time he didn't have a job, so you'd have to pay for him.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Were
No,
you
you
still
just-
going out on dates?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you pick him up and pay for him.
Nah, it's not gonna work.
But see, here's the thing. That's how I know they really like me. I took all the guesswork out of the dates because you know you're on a date. You're man, does she really like me? Does she like me for my car? Does she like me for my money? I didn't have any of that. So obviously she liked me for me.
Neither.
Exactly.
But you know what? The worst part was he made them open the door for him.
Stop it.
No, I didn't. But yes, I did get a car recently, and no, I've always had friends that just all my friends had cars, so they always picked me
See,
up.
I couldn't rely on anybody else to get me around.
Well, it's not that I needed to rely on them. It's just that, I mean, if they want to hang out, like, hey, let's hang out. Like, I'll pick you up. All right, cool. If they pick me up, they pick me up. If not, then I'm like, "Oh, whatever. Then I just won't hang out. I mean, it's not like a big loss.
When Uber came around, it's like
yeah,
saved
and
his
then
life.
Uber came around, and it was like, and I don't need any friends at all.
What about the times you would obligate people
Oh, that was like one time.
all the time? So what time are you guys picking me up?
So what time are you guys picking me up?
I would have to pick him up on like he would make me go pick him up on whenever I'd go somewhere, and he's like, "Come on, bro, I'm on the way."
I was on the way. All you had to do was come my way.
So you think when someone picks you up, like you're gonna be ready on time, right? Like say I'm gonna pick you up at 6.
Right.
You don't have a car. You're gonna be ready at 6.
You better be
outside waiting. No, this motherfucker takes a sweet ass time. You say 6 o'clock, the motherfucker gonna come out till like 7. Your ass is out there waiting.
That is a huge exaggeration.
Mom, but am I exaggerating?
You did. It was just inconvenient because there's never any parking on your street, so I'd have to like double park. And I remember there was this one time where this guy almost swerved into me, and I was like, never again.
How long did you have to wait for him?
2 minutes tops.
Bullshit. I think the longest.
The longest like 20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes. It's not exaggeration.
I would never wait 30 minutes. I have too much self-respect.
I think I left him one time. One time, I'm pretty sure I left you.
No, you never left me.
I'm pretty sure
You
I
would
left
never leave me.
Bullshit. So yeah, can you believe
But
it?
now that the Rona happened, we don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yeah,
Mom would have to pick him up to record the podcast.
that is true. He
Why
would.
is he just putting your business out there, bro?
I mean,
He's not lying.
he's not lying, and I don't really care.
So would you date somebody that didn't have a car?
Probably not.
Nope.
No,
No.
not even think about it. Not even like consider it.
He would have to really win me over with his personality.
Clearly, that's what I did.
I don't know. I don't want to be the one driving all the time.
He what if he could drive? He just
I'm not gonna let his ass drive my car.
why not?
It's not covered on the insurance.
Yeah. And also, it's my car.
So what? Tony
No.
drove many girlfriends' cars.
That's them. Not everyone's different.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably not though.
But it doesn't matter. because now all that's taken care of.
but
Now I
it's-
have a car, except in the winter, like I still kind of
You're
don't
just
because
sliding all over.
actually I can't drive it because where I live.
It's front wheel or rear wheel
It's
drive.
rear wheel drive, and like I park it in the garage, so when it snows, the alleys obviously don't get plowed, so I can't even make it out of the alley. So my car's just sitting there. So it's like, oh, I got to turn it on every couple days.
Throw
Just to
some
make sure it's-
sandbags in the back,
I do have sandbags in the back.
and it still doesn't help.
Well, it not if the snow's higher than the bumper.
Oh yeah, because it's really low, right?
Yeah, it's a really low
that's how
car,
My
yeah.
is. My car's really low too. It sucks. So, it's the 21st century, Debbie. Like,
And doesn't mean I had to comply.
like women
I feel-
wanted,
I feel
women
like-
wanted these rights to like.
I feel
have
like you're a little
equal rights.
close-minded.
Yeah, equal rights.
I feel like you shutting off that big
it's
of a sector of like a dating segment of all these people who don't have cars. I'm a little
it's
slighted.
just that I don't want to go pick up some man to go on a date with. You know.
I'm just a little slighted.
But-
that,
but you-
I'm a little slighted that theoretically you wouldn't date someone like me. Even though
but you would want them to pick you up,
But she drives, so you
I
could.
drive. I've
right? But
always
if you
driven.
didn't drive, you'd want them to pick you up. Like before, I'm sure
I
you
mean,
didn't always
yeah,
have a
but,
car.
I mean, the guys are always gonna do it.
oh, there it
That's how it's
is.
always been.
There it
They're gonna
is.
do
That's
it.
true.
Now
They're
we're
gonna
going.
go from the south side of Chicago all the way to the north side
There
to pick
it
up a
is.
female.
There it is. I've heard all I needed to hear.
We don't have to do that.
Debbie abides by societal gender norms. Everyone.
Yes.
That's not true. I believe in equal rights and whatnot, but
Until
just
until the day I could put my Venmo in my Instagram handle.
you can. No one's stopping you.
That's true.
No, until you can do it and make money.
Oh yeah.
See, it's always equal rights until you got to do something you don't want to do.
Yeah,
right?
because I'm sure
Like,
if
I'm just lazy. That's why I don't want to go pick somebody up. If they live close by, maybe.
until something's really heavy, then some more equal rights, right, Mamba?
I don't have the same views as you, Junkyard. Your chauvinistic views.
When I worked at this place where me and Debbie worked, at Circuit Shitty, there was this chick that worked with us.
this girl,
This chick,
This woman.
this woman.
She was probably a girl then.
she was a girl.
Okay, this girl.
She wouldn't pick anything up. She always made it. She's like, I can't lift that. Can you lift that for me? Every single
Ooh.
time. I'll tell you after. You know who she was. She was the only girl in my department.
Did she wear the skirt all the time?
No, she didn't wear skirts. I don't think she wore
Oh.
skirts. Did she wear skirts?
Because there was this one that used to always wear a khaki skirt. She's blonde.
No, not blonde. No. She was
Oh.
Hispanic.
I can't
Anyway,
remember.
she was
Never lifted any?
she was a sister of somebody that worked there.
And she never wanted to lift anything.
No, nothing. Every time, like, yeah, can you? Pick, 'cause it was computers too. They were like light.
Oh, okay.
So like, oh yeah, can you pick that
laptop.
up and put it on the shelf for me? Like every single
Really?
time. Yeah, swear to God. So we're like,
See,
all
I'm
right,
not
well.
about that life. I would have done it myself. Plus, waiting around for one of you guys probably would have took forever.
Yeah. Well, no, because there was always somebody there. Not everybody was like, we weren't always like busy. So she'd be like, oh, when you're done, when you're ready, can you just throw that on the shelf for me?
I wouldn't mind. I would do it, but I want something in return.
Oh, like what?
Whoa.
We can discuss that later. But hey,
Here's my cash app.
here's my Venmo. Watch me get like instead of like sending me money, she sends me requests to pay her. I get bills. But yeah, I mean, what's the how does the old saying go? Quid pro quo.
Oh yeah. You got to get some to give some, or give some to get some, right?
Give some to get some.
Yeah. I'm all about quid pro quo. Quid pro quo.
I'd be like, look, baby girl, I'm all about equal rights, so I will definitely do this for you. But what are you gonna do for me?
Okay, if it works, it works.
Let's pull a winner for this shirt.
All right, let's do it.
Debbie, will you do the honors?
Sure.
There's a little cup or glass next to you.
You had it all set up already.
Yeah, of course I did. I am the best producer to ever produce a podcast.
You're the
in world.
producer of this.
Oh, here, well, shake it up a little bit. Yeah, cover
You're
it
the
up.
producer of the week
Go ahead. Yeah, there you
All right.
on this
Ready?
specific
Do I have to
podcast.
do it on camera?
go. No,
They
you can just
know
pull
that
it.
I'm-
You can just pull it.
Yeah, do it on camera so there's no funny business.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh no, you showed
No,
your face.
no.
My face.
That's right. I'll cut that part out.
I got little fingers. Okay, this one.
And the winner is
Oh, Susie.
Nice.
Susie.
Congratulations, you have
She
won
She won the first NKOTP
the
shirt.
first. Let me hold it up. NKOTP shirt.
Yep.
We didn't get many responses. I feel like people don't check their social media. Either that, or we just nobody loves us.
That's
So
probably.
I say we're gonna pull. I was gonna give away 2 shirts. The second one we'll give away
So how about we just
after this episode.
so next
So next episode.
So if you didn't win, which
Right.
is all of you except Susie,
Exactly.
there's still a chance.
Yes, I will post something on social media. Make sure you keep an eye
And then
and just comment.
we'll reach out to Susie and get
Yep.
her mailing information to send this out.
Yeah, or Tony can drop it off. I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
where she lives.
I'll take it. Well, I
Yeah,
don't.
I'll
She
visit.
doesn't live close to me, but I'll ship it out.
Oh, you're gonna ship it? Oh,
Yeah,
fancy.
that's what we do. Yeah,
All right.
I'll just put it on the company card.
So congratulations. Did you like the shirt?
Yeah, it's nice. I want one.
You want one?
Yeah.
Give her the other one.
Unfortunately,
No.
cast members are not eligible to
I'm
win
not
the
a
prize.
cast member.
She's a special guest. All right. Well, let's get to our other special guest. While we were talking about guests, so this next guest is pre-recorded, right? Because we did this earlier this week. But it's everybody's favorite segment. Can you guys guess what segment it is?
Is it? Oh,
Wait, I thought we were gonna play that like after the podcast,
No. It's during.
but I
well,
don't.
he's not gonna. He's not
I'm not gonna play it now. It's gonna throw
He's
it in.
segueing.
Okay, good.
he's gonna edit
Because
it
I'm
in.
like, man, I gotta sit here through this.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't mind, but it's like,
We're gonna sit here for a half hour.
like, are we gonna sit here for half an hour and not say anything?
So
This is why I'm not the producer.
let's get a little background to this. It took me a long time to get. Well, not a long time. It took me.
This was 2 years in the
It was 2
making.
years in the making. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy this interview, and then we'll talk about it after.
We'll let them know who it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you can tell them now.
Well, I'll tell them after.
You gonna tell them after the interview who the interview was with?
Well, we tell it during the interview, so there we go. All right, for our 200th episode, I want to welcome a very special guest, 9-time MMA Journalist of the Year. Is that correct?
I believe it's 10 now.
Oh,
10-time MMA Journalist of the Year.
off to a bad start already.
host of Ariel and the Bad Guy on ESPN, and DC and Helwani as well. Ariel Helwani. What's going on, Ariel?
Hey guys, how are you? How are you? Thanks for having me.
Pretty good. How about you?
Can't complain. Can't complain.
I like to start out this off by saying thank you for coming, only because it was going to make our friend Junkyard Daniel look very bad because
Why, you
we didn't believe him.
Till this moment.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if this is CGI.
That is awesome. And I'm late, so you probably were giving him shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah, and we actually made him nervous because he had to go take a shit
Oh,
right
damn.
before this.
he said
well,
he
I'm
said he
here.
met you at a meet and greet, and you were like, he was like, hey, would you do our podcast? And you were like, yeah, I'll do it. Just email me. And I was like, Junkyard, that was a polite way of saying no.
No. I would have just said no.
You probably should have. But thank you for being here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
All right. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. I guess the first thing we want to start off is with talk about Triller. Triller
Yeah.
released some news yesterday.
Yeah, man. That's really exciting. Wow. Shaking up. You talk about, like, people always say, oh, I want to be a disruptor and all this stuff. Like, these guys are disrupting. Now, I hope it doesn't go down the path of, say, a DAZN, who, they spent a lot of money early on. We've seen this in MMA with Affliction. You spend a lot of money early on, and then it all just kind of blows up. But I think people thought Triller would be in the business of, the influencer fights, the freak show fights. Teofimo Lopez is one of the best fighters on the planet, best boxers on the planet. And I love that purse bid thing. Like, I wish there was a purse bid, system in MMA. Could you imagine if people could bid on McGregor Poirier 3 or Ngannou Miocic? Like, that would be so great for the fighters and for the media. It'd be great for everyone, I think. But yeah, so pretty excited. I love when things like this happen. And I am one who believes, I know fans probably want all the fighters to be under one umbrella. I am one who believes the more options, the better for the fighters, because that means they'll ultimately make the most money.
Isn't it like just better for the fans too? Just because, like, I don't know, it's a better product if you have a competitor.
I think so. I mean, if you want to equate it to pro wrestling, like, people have thought, when WWE had competition, they they put on a better product because there was someone pushing them, and then they try to do their own competition. It's not quite the same. So I feel that way, but I also know that there are fans who feel like, oh, it's just so much better if it's not splintered, and Canelo's fighting here and Triple G's fighting here and all this stuff. Like, oh, it's just nicer, it's neater, the UFC model where all the top guys are under the same umbrella. But as you guys know, when that happens, you're not making as much money. So I think the fighters in MMA would much prefer the model that they have in boxing.
The only problem I think with the boxing model is all the belts. I mean,
who cares? Who cares about the belts? I just want, do you really care? Like Canelo's fighting tomorrow. I don't know when this is going to air, but for our purposes, he's fighting on Saturday, right? And pick any of the, I don't know what belt is online, and I don't care. Now, this particular Canelo fight isn't a big fight. I'm just using that as an example because it's top of mind. But I know Lopez is a champion because it was a unification fight. I don't know what the belts are. I don't care. Now, one thing that the UFC has is, they've made each of their titles feel important. Now, they've done a great job as well of devaluing their titles with all the interim belts, but they're doing less of that these days. Kudos to them. But I don't care. I just want to see if Joshua fight, I could not care less if there's a belt or not on the line. I just want to know who's the better boxer.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree with you. What do you think about for example, Mir versus Antonio Tarver?
Not overly thrilled with that. I don't. First of all, Frank Mir is not a boxer, and
he's a
jiu-jitsu guy, and also tail end of his career, and also has been knocked out recently, and his chin has deteriorated. Hey, again, much love. More power to you. You're a legend. I hope you make all the money in the world. I hope they're paying you $20 million for this. But am I salivating at the idea of Frank Mir having his pro boxing debut against Tarver, who's old as well and has taken some shots? No, I could live without it. Askren and Paul, I'm all in on. I think you're just being a hater if you're that fight is a very it's a passable fight. It's a fight. I mean, could you have booked Paul against other people? Could you have made a strong case for Askren not coming back and fighting, and certainly not being a good striker boxer? Absolutely. But I'm in on that. I will be watching that. I will be excited about that. I'm excited just talking about it. Tarver, Mir, I could do without.
So I'm actually glad you brought up Askren, Paul, because Askren, I do this all the time. So we have friends that are big Askren haters, right? And it's not just them. It's everybody on the internet. It's Askren sucks. Askren got knocked out by Masvidal. He lost to Maya. I think people just...
And that's it. Right. That's literally his only two losses.
Right.
And two of the greatest fighters. And one was a crazy historic knockout. And the other is an absolute legend. And that's it.
Right.
And then that's why you don't like him?
No, I love Askren.
No, I'm saying rhetorically.
Don't let him lie to you. He doesn't like him. He just put out a front.
Hey, that's fine. But listen, did you watch him in Bellator? Did you see him beat up Douglas Lima? Did you see him beat up Andrei Koreshkov? Did you see him not take any kind of damage whatsoever? Did you see him in one championship? This guy is really also, by the way, Olympian, collegiate champion, all this stuff. Yeah, sure. I mean, is he I don't know. Is he Adesanya out there? No, but he'll be the first to tell you he's not Adesanya. And guess what? His style really worked. Now he ended up, messing up greatly against Masvidal, and now all of a sudden everyone wants to pretend and do this revisionist history thing like he's some kind of bum. Ben Askren had an incredible career, and if he, regardless of what happens against Jake Paul, incredible career. And it bothers me to hear people talk about him like he's some scrub. He is not some scrub, and he has old man strength. He'll choke any one of us out in seconds because he's just that strong. So people need to start remembering who this man was and put some respect on his name.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I think one of the problems was I followed him before, but Joe Rogan and was it Brendan Schaub were putting a lot of hype on him, and everybody was getting him hyped up about Askren.
Well, because he had been outside of the UFC. It's very rare. It's kind of like Michael Chandler too. It's it's rare for someone to have that much success and not fight in the UFC, right? And I think everyone just wanted to know how he would fare in the UFC. Now, remember, he gets to the UFC coming out of retirement, older, more beat up. I would have loved to have seen what he would have done, 6-7 years prior. Unfortunately, we didn't get that, and that's fine. I don't even think he makes any excuses for how it all panned out. But, to suggest that he's not one of the all-time greats is crazy to me, because just go back, just go watch his fights in Bellator, and you will see why the Rogans and Schaubs of the world were excited about him, because he was that darn dominant.
And speaking of other organizations, I mean, I feel like the uneducated MMA fan just like shits on every other organization that's not the UFC. I mean, PFL, I feel, has like a great lineup. I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about
Bellator, one
right,
championship.
Bellator, right?
I mean, April alone is going to be amazing. In April, we have okay, let's just talk about the UFC for a second. Costa Whitaker, we have Till Vittori. We just found out we're getting Shevchenko on Drudge, and of course, like a bunch of these cards are going to get filled up. But that's just April for the UFC. We have the return of Bellator and that light heavyweight tournament that they're doing. Romero Rumble, and then the title fights and all that stuff that they just announced a couple weeks ago. We have PFL debuting or re-debuting, whatever the hell you want to say. Anthony Pettis making his debut, and Verdum's coming up, and Clarissa Shields, and they've got some interesting names.
Kayla Harrison,
of course. You have WrestleMania, if you're into that sort of thing. You also have One Championship. I love what One Championship is doing right now. They're going to be on TNT for 4 straight Wednesday nights live right after AEW, which is a pro wrestling league.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's going to be really great for them, because they'll get the trickle down effect from those wrestling fans who will stick around. And they put all their big name American stars, DJ, Eddie Alvarez, Sage Northcutt, Shinya Aoki, Ong Lang Sang, like they put all their biggest names on these cards. That's great on TNT. That's amazing for the sport. And that's all in April alone. So I think MMA is very healthy right now. Obviously the UFC doing great things on ESPN, and there's PFL on ESPN too. But like, I'm very excited about Bellator on Showtime. I think that's the place that they should have been for quite some time. I'm really excited about them being back there. CBS Sportsnet is just not a big network. Paramount, it wasn't a good fit. I think if you're an MMA fan or fighter, you should be very excited, because there are options, and you want to see a different product from time to time. You don't want to just watch the same thing over and over again.
Right. That Showtime deal for Bellator, I think, is fantastic. I mean, they did such a great job with Strikeforce.
And Elite XC prior to that. Right. And of course, they do a great job with boxing.
Yeah.
And they have Mauro Ranallo and all these guys. Like, they know how to put on a good quality combat sports telecast. And I think it's going to serve them really well. And, I kind of like, PFL has been out for over a year now. And of course, they didn't plan on this because of the pandemic. But even Bellator took like 3-4 months off. That's fine. It's nice. You give everyone a breather. You make people miss you a little bit. You give the fighters a chance to regroup and get healthy and prepare. Some of these promotions a couple of years ago, I felt like they were putting on too many shows, and it was watering down their product. And I've always believed that less is more. And so we're seeing that now. The Bellator lineups that they have, really good. And they've signed some other guys like Usman Nurmagomedov, who's Khabib's cousin, who's incredible, undefeated. Magomedov, who's the guy who beat Petr Yan. Like, they're doing a good job of finding some talent and building up. So I think if you're a fan, this is all very good.
Yes. I'm super excited about all of that. I mean, like I'm saying, like a lot of these, I don't know, I feel like people just say, look at the UFC, and it's like, that's the end all be all.
That's fine.
It's
But
really
listen,
upsetting.
you could just be. Listen, it's a job to just be a UFC fan. It's on every single weekend, right? Like, I get it. I don't begrudge anyone who says, look, UFC shows are every Saturday, essentially, right? It's like 43 cards a year, so that's almost every Saturday. A couple of holidays here and there, but essentially every Saturday. And the telecast is 6-7 hours long. Like, that's your fix, and especially if you're a sports fan, and you've got your NFL, and you've got your NBA, and you've got your NHL, and you've got your MLB, and Lord knows what else you're into, golf and tennis and whatever. Like, there's only enough. Let's say you're a pro wrestling fan, and Lord knows there's a lot of that. Like, there's only so much that you can spend in terms of your day watching sports and combat sports. So, oh, by the way, boxing fan. So, I don't call them haters. I don't begrudge them if they just want to be UFC fans, because there's so much. Now, if there were just 8 UFC cards a year and you say, I'm just watching that, like, yeah, you're missing out. But because there's so much, and for the most part, there's at least 1, 2, 3 interesting fights on the cards. Obviously, some of them are more thin than others. I get it why a fan would just be a UFC fan.
Well, what I find so bothersome is even though like, yeah, okay, it's fine. You can just watch the UFC, but like when a guy like Justin Gaethje comes out of, World Series of Fighting and is a fantastic fighter, they're like, who is this guy? He sucks.
Yeah, but who are you
Type-
listening
type
to?
thing.
Why are you getting all worked up about this? Like, you're listening to
listen
like
to-
4 people on the internet.
He's
I
he's
listen
an
to the
angry
haters.
person.
What's wrong with you, man? Who
I'm
cares? What are you listening
sensitive.
to, like the guy with 3 followers on Twitter who says who's this? Who like drops the who the F is that guy meme? Like, who cares? You appreciate it.
I
Why
do.
would you let that guy take away your interest and excitement to see Justin Gaethje in the UFC? Like, shame on him. It's his loss if he doesn't know who he is and missed great fights in World Series.
It's probably the same thing when Michael Chandler made his debut. People were like, from where? Where is he fighting?
And that's their loss. And by the way, you
Yeah.
see this in other sports to a degree. Like, this is just an example. I know it's not apples to apples, but let's say an established star, gets traded to some team, and the big, piece in return is some, double A, super stud prospect. And I'm sure the current fans who are just sort of casual of, like, let's say it's a trade between the Yankees and the White Sox, right? And the White Sox are sending off their star shortstop, and the Yankees are giving them back like their stud in double A. And I'm sure there are White Sox fans who are like, like, what the hell? We gave away our guy for what? And then, that guy ends up being Fernando Tatis Jr. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there are fans who are like, no, the dude in double A is going to be a legend. He's going to be incredible. So, there's going to be those fans in every sport. I would just suggest not letting them get to you and just enjoy the sports the way in which you want to enjoy them.
Yeah, for sure. I have another. So I've been listening to you for a long time, Ariel. So I don't think I've ever heard from you what broke what straw broke the camel's back between you and Dana. Like, where did that start? The whole like.
You've been listening to me for a long time, and you don't know the straw.
I never heard it. Yeah, I swear to God, I don't know what was that straw. I
What
never
a
heard it.
casual you are.
Yeah.
Trent.
Oh, get out of here. I started listening back when I think the first time I listened to you, Ariel, was Weidman and
2021.
Silva.
I've been listening to you since 2021. You're so great. I'm such a hardcore fan. Honestly, no joke. I'm not trying to like deflect. You need to ask him that question, because I'm not the one who
No,
is obsessed with the other. Like, I'm not the one who's trying to end the other's career and all this stuff.
right.
I think that I don't think there was one straw. Like, people bring up the Brock Lesnar thing, and I don't think that might have been the last thing, but I don't think that was the straw necessarily. I think it was a gradual thing of him not liking the way, or I don't say the way, the things that I like to talk about, which I would suggest are just, what makes being a sports journalist and sports fan fun. Contracts, free agency, the competition, like the stuff we're talking about right now. I'm sure if Bob Arum was listening to this right now, he'd be like, how dare you be excited about Triller, right? Like that sort of thing. How dare you be excited about Bellator? And to me, that's just what makes this job fun. I'm not talking about salacious things like the underbelly of Zuffa and all that, but Dana's the guy who for better or worse likes a certain kind of media member, and he's just he's gonna work with that person, and that's fine, and I'm okay with it. I mean, the last 5 years I haven't talked to him, and I'm doing okay. I'm fine.
Right.
I'm totally fine. So I don't think that there was a straw. There's no big incident. There's no behind the scenes like crazy story. It just gradually, I think he would get annoyed that I would talk about these other things, and then just kind of had enough.
Yeah, and then he just says some crazy stuff too, and like, for example, like, the Gina Carano thing, like when I know people asked you what you thought about it, and he just goes off and says like, oh, you're a douche for bringing it up. I mean, did you not the one that brought it up? People brought it up.
Yeah, I sat on it for like a day, and
Right.
I didn't really want to talk about it because I know Gina and I respect her, but it was a story that was, I guess
big.
personal to me. Yeah, it was big, but it was, it was an MMA fighter, or at least a former MMA fighter, and one that I've talked to a lot and talked about a lot, and it had to do with my religion and all that stuff. And so I felt like if there was ever a story that was in my lane, this is it. And I really tried my hardest to give a thoughtful answer and not kick her while she was down and do all that stuff. And he brought it up, and he wasn't even asked about me. He just brought me up on his
Right.
own.
Yeah, it's
So-
not like you gave you gave a well thought out answer about how you felt about it.
yeah,
It wasn't.
and that's
It was like you wrote her off.
listen. There's a lot that I could say about who really makes what about themselves, but I would just say that I wasn't surprised that he took that shot. I obviously don't agree, and it was nice to see that a lot of my colleagues were supportive as well.
And I'm actually pretty happy that ESPN put out a statement right after that saying, "Oh, we got Ariel's back and stuff." So that was pretty cool of them. To do
Yeah, it was
that.
cool. I mean, they didn't say I'm back because I never left, but
No, they got your back.
Oh, they got my back. Yes. Yes, of course. It's nice. It's nice to get that support. They don't have to do that. So I appreciated that.
Yeah, I thought that was big.
Look at you guys hitting me with the hard questions here, huh?
Yeah, right.
Look at this. The hard hitting journalism.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're far from it. We're like we're just guys in the basement. We don't even you're like our second bigger guest. You know what I'm saying? Because
was
we
the
have friends
first?
on.
Have you ever heard of this movie? What was the movie called?
Don's Plum.
Oh, Dod's Plum.
Don's Plum.
Don's
Yeah.
It was
Plum.
with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire.
You had Leonardo DiCaprio on?
No.
No.
Not even close. wait. No, that wasn't Don. It was a movie that was it was never released
Right.
because it was like an indie film, and I think it was funded by Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. They all got together, made this movie. It was artsy, indie, black and white,
And Leonardo DiCaprio killed it.
and he killed it
And we
because
had the producer on.
So Leonardo DiCaprio killed it because Tobey Maguire convinced him to kill it because they just didn't like the way it came out. They thought they were being portrayed as kind of douchey and unlikable, even though they made it themselves. So the producer kind of like staked his life savings on this project, and now it can't be released. So he was in this whole legal battle trying to get it released. And yeah, so we had him on. He had a pretty interesting story about it. So that was our most famous guest we've had.
Wow. So I could see why you guys didn't believe that Daniel.
Yeah.
I believe him at all.
Well, because the other guy, he reached out to us,
Oh,
which was
gee.
the weirdest part.
Yeah, we didn't believe that either, actually.
Yeah.
Why did he reach out to you guys?
I guess we
We were talking about
Twitter.
we were talking about the movie because I had seen it. I came across it on YouTube and I was like, oh, unreleased movie. I'm like, oh, so I watched it. And I was like, I mean, it's not a great movie. It wasn't good, but it was very interesting. So I think the backstory for that movie is more interesting than the movie itself. So we were talking about it, and I guess we tweeted about it, and he follows whenever someone tweets about it.
Sure.
So that's
We
when he
didn't
reached out.
He's fighting for the movie to be released. That's why.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah, no,
sees
that
people
is
talk about
interesting.
it.
I'm into that.
Yeah,
This is your
Don's Plum.
200th episode.
Yeah,
This is our 200th.
200.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's huge, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I guess finishing, just closing out. I mean, so there are a lot of people that hate on you. I mean, there's haters.
Oh, this
everywhere.
guy again.
He's like,
Jeez,
this
Louise.
kid-
It bothers me.
He's
That's
You
like,
it.
ask me to come on your show. You talk about the haters. You talk about all
Do you
the
have anything to
things.
say?
What am I gonna say to the guy with 3 followers?
Yeah.
What do you say to the guy with 3 followers
Yeah.
that doesn't even have a profile picture? That's
Let me tell you something. Usually, and I'm not saying this is the case, but usually when someone says there are a lot of people who say it actually means that you believe that.
No,
kind of like I'm kind
Are
of like
you
when
a hater? Are
I
you
am
one
not
of
a
those
hater.
guys?
I was gonna say, Junker, are you speaking for yourself right now?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not,
what
I
it
am not.
sounds like.
No, it's definitely not. If anything, I'm the biggest Ariel defender.
oh,
You know what?
oh, you
I'm
know
on
what?
the front
That's
lines.
exactly what a hater would say.
Yeah, that is what a hater would say. Number one. Number two, what why do you need to defend me? Like, what is there to defend? I'm the
I don't know,
man.
man. I just, you know I'm a sensitive guy.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
He's nervous. He's starstruck right now.
Oh, there's nothing to be starstruck. Listen, Dan Hooker's-
TMI, he had to go drop a deuce before he came out because he was really nervous.
Listen,
It was
hey,
nervous.
it happened. We're all human. It happens to all of us. I've been in those spots too. Let me tell you, Dan Hooker said something to me earlier this week. Not to name drop. You guys know Dan Hooker, right?
Yeah.
And he said an amazing thing that has really stuck with me. He said, "Don't take criticism from people who you wouldn't go to for advice."
Ooh,
right?
that's
Don't
pretty-
take criticism from people who you would not go to for advice. And holy smokes, did that speak to me? I mean, that's the internet in a nutshell. Why the fuck would I listen to some person who I would never ask for life advice, who I never asked for any kind of life advice, and let them, dictate how I feel and how I'm going to go about my career. I could be a lot better. I'm still improving, but man, I put in the time, I put in the work, and I deserve to be here. And so anyone who's hating, I know why they're hating. They're jealous. They wish they were in my spot. They wish they could talk to the people I talk to. They wish they could have the job that I have because they're unhappy in their own life. But I don't think I've ever given a person out there a reason to truly dislike me. If you look at the work, I think I've served the MMA fans. I think I've represented. I think I've been good to the fighters. I think I've been good to everyone. And so anyone who's hating is just being a hater, who's jealous and all that. And I couldn't care less about them. Look, you have to come to the realization at some point, and it took me a while, I'm not going to lie, because I had thin skin when I started. Not everyone's going to like you. You're just not everyone is going to be your fan. That's why there are different flavors at an ice cream shop, different sodas, different pizza top. Like not all of us agree, and that's fine. But as long as I stay true to myself and I can look myself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing and I'm being honest and I'm covering this sport and doing my job the best way, that's all I care about. So I don't have anything to say to those people. I would, maybe to steal a phrase from my man Triple H, I'll say I got 2 words for you, but that's basically it. I mean, nothing.
Fantastic.
Nothing really of note, to be honest.
So real quick, so you're from Montreal, correct?
Yes,
Big Knicks fan.
absolutely.
So how did?
Oh, I see where this is going.
Yeah. So no, just curious how that came about. How did you
Oh.
become like a big Knicks fan?
I thought you were gonna be like, "Oh, aren't you a Raptors fan?" Like all the idiots online.
I could.
Go ahead. I mean, I'm here. You didn't think I'd be here, and here I am.
Yeah.
What do you have to say now? So in 1990, so I was a big Knicks fan growing up. Now I'm born in 1982, so
Oh.
8 years old, 9 years old. The Raptors aren't a thing. The Raptors only became a thing in 1995. So 1990, I'm in a shoe store with my brothers. My brother's older than me, and they say, "Oh, you should get those shoes right over there." And you're a young kid, you listen to your brothers, whatever. And I bought the shoes. I got my parents to buy me the shoes, and they were Patrick Ewing shoes. And I don't know if you guys ever saw Ewing shoes back in the day, but they were not very nice.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I remember. I know
they were thick.
They were thick. Yes.
Yeah.
They were everything that the Jordans weren't, right? Like the Jordans were cool and light, and these weren't. Anyway, I bought them, and I was like, oh, I might as well look up who this guy is. And I did. And for some reason, I don't know why we become fans of people. Like I just fell in love with him. I fell in love with the team. I fell in love with the jerseys. I fell in love with Madison Square Garden. I fell in love with their vibe. I fell in love with their persona, blue collar, hard hat, Oakley and Starks and Xavier McDaniel and all these guys. And I just fell in love with all of it. And they were my favorite sports team growing up. And then I was a Bills fan and I was an Expos fan. But the Knicks were number one in my heart. And and then when the Raptors came in 95, 96, I still remained a Knicks fan. But, it was such a cool thing that Canada finally had a basketball team. They had the Grizzlies as well, but I lived closer to Toronto. I would get to go drive to a game and all this stuff. That was very rare. So I always would follow the Raptors, and people like to give me crap because when the Raptors won in 2019, I was super happy about that. Right. And to me, this was in Toronto. See, people, some of you Americans, you have such evil brains that you don't understand. Like this wasn't Toronto winning just another championship. First of all, this was Canada's first title in any sport since 1993, since the Blue Jays won the World Series. Number two, a Canadian basketball team certainly never won. Number three, this didn't feel like Toronto was winning. It felt like the country was winning, right? Like even the last game of the 2019 finals, game 6, they weren't wearing a jersey that said Toronto or Raptors. It was North. It was the North one. And it was like, man, Canada has a basketball champion. This is absurd. Like if you knew the way basketball was treated when I was a kid, like there would not even be a single mention of the NBA in the newspaper or on TV. And the fact that, 25 years later, we have a championship team in our country. So I was prideful of that. I was happy. It was big for the country. and it's going to be big for many years to come, because I can assure you there's 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds who watched Kawhi Leonard and all these guys win, and now they're going to become stars as well. So that's why it was big. But make no mistake about it, Knicks Raptors, I'm orange and blue all
That's
day,
awesome.
like all day, every day
Wow.
till I die.
Sitting right next to Spike Lee.
So had your brother like wanted you to buy some Luke Longley shoes, you could have been a Bulls fan.
I could. Hey, both my brothers were Bulls fans. It was horrible. It made me feel really bad about it. Luke Longley never had his own shoes, so he wasn't
Yeah.
that good. But we're Bulls fans
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Cowboys fans.
at
It was
Payless,
horrible.
baby.
What's that?
At Payless, baby, he might have had his own
I don't know
shoes.
about that.
Shaq had, remember the Shaqs from
Yeah, the
was it
Reeboks.
Kmart? No, this is was it Kmart or
Well, he had
what?
Reeboks first, and
He had
then
Reeboks. I
and
mean,
then he had-
they were cheaper shoes.
Yeah.
So like you could get them at those places, but yeah, he had like the black and white ones, and
Yep.
it was cool. I mean, Shaq was awesome. He was
Yep,
iconic.
I had a pair of those in grade school.
Yeah, I think we all did. But I was, Ewing versus Shaq. I was all
Yeah.
about Patrick, number 33. That was my guy. And hey, not doing too bad this year. I don't know if you guys follow the NBA.
Oh, I
but
do follow him. I was actually
Didn't-
pleasantly surprised, considering last year they weren't so great, and like Julius Randle just went off this year. Like,
well, you guys are all in Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got your guy, Tom Thibodeau.
Oh yeah,
Coach.
and Rose.
and Rose.
And D Rose, right? I mean, a little older now, and
Yeah.
but nice little
Yeah.
addition.
Yeah,
Taj
yeah.
Gibson as well,
Yep.
former
Oh, yeah.
Chicago Bulls. So
Yeah,
I wanted Thibodeau to be the coach of the Knicks for so long. Like when he left Chicago and went to Minnesota, I wanted him to go to the Knicks because I felt like he was a perfect fit. And now we're seeing, I think he's one of the best coaches in the NBA.
It was a nice, good few years when he was here.
Oh, it was great, man. You guys
Yeah.
went to the Eastern Conference Finals. You went up
Yeah.
against LeBron, Noah, and Rose, and all those guys. That was a
Not-
great run.
Not so much anymore, but
Yeah. Tough. But you know what? I like your guy Laurie Markkinen. I think he's going to be good. I don't know if Zach LaVine's going to stay. But yeah,
I
you
don't
guys
think he's
are
gonna
going-
stick around. Yeah, I think Markkinen is the real deal. He's got some more developing to do, but I think he's gonna be.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Kobe White, pretty good as well. I like
Mhm.
him. So you got some pieces, but yeah, it's this is. I hate tanking and all that stuff. Like we only have one life to live. I want to see my team go for it, and I don't care what what the Nets are doing. God bless them. Like give up those draft picks. Like just go for it.
Yeah,
you never
go
know.
all in.
but it did work out for them the first time back
Sure,
in
but
2000.
it's different. I mean, you can't compare over the hill Pierce, Garnett,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jason Terry
That's
to
true.
James
That's true.
Harden, KD, and Kyrie. You just can't
Yeah.
compare it. It might not end up working out in the long run,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, I think they have a very good chance, especially with AD injured. They have a very good chance. You didn't think
Yeah.
I would flex my NBA muscles on you guys here, but here I am.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
All right.
All right, Ariel. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
You
I
don't
know
have
it's
any
taken
other
your time.
questions about Twitter trolls or anything like that? You're good?
Any other random haters that?
Tony's
I-
brother's a big hater, by the way. So
Oh, where's he at? Where's he at?
he's in St. Louis. So next time you're in St. Louis, just knock on his door.
It'd be like, anything you want to say to me?
Yeah, Tony, tell your brother I got 2 words for him too. All right.
I will definitely tell him. I will tell him. He said.
Tony and Jonathan, you need to apologize to Daniel right now for doubting him
You know what?
and me.
I'm gonna give
I'm
him
a
a
man of
round.
my word.
I
Yep.
didn't doubt
Yep.
you, but he just he came when we saw him after he met you. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get Ariel Helwani on." I'm like, no, you're not. He was just trying to get you to get away from him. And then when
Yeah.
he said that you responded to his email, I was like, I don't, he's being nice. But you know what?
Yeah.
You're
You
gonna
eat crow?
we're gonna take lunch soon, and I'm gonna eat a healthy dose of crow.
Okay.
Two
and,
servings of
yeah.
crow.
I appreciate
and-
that.
Personally, I'm not Visa. I'm not MasterCard, but I will give credit where credit is due. And
Respect.
Junkyard.
Give
Good
a
job.
round of applause for.
Hey, respect that, man. You take that victory lap. You take that. Hey,
That's
by the
right.
way, is it Junkyard? I didn't know that was the nickname here.
It's-
Where-
yeah, fun
That's his
nickname, yep.
nickname.
Hey,
That is his government name. That is.
oh, did you have fun at the show in Chicago? That was fun, right?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I loved
Ipe
it.
won.
Yeah, and Askren chose me to help him out with
Oh,
his
really?
answer.
What was the question? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was why was the punctured lung for
Oh,
let's see, I'm blanking now, but
was it Paul Felder?
Paul Felder. There you go.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's
Felder
cool.
was up
That's-
there too.
Yeah, man, it was fun. I really miss doing that. Obviously, it's hard to do that stuff now.
Right.
We did another one in Vegas a few months later. So hopefully when life returns to normal. And I love Chicago. I have such great memories every time I go there. Such great experiences. The fans are so great. They're so passionate. That was a fun show. I think that was not it wasn't Whitaker Romero, right? Was it Whitaker
No.
Romero?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
it was. Yeah.
Whitaker Romero too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. Romero Miss Wade and all that stuff. So anyway, we shall do it again.
Yes,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
you guys having me. And
Hey,
Oh,
thank you.
fun.
And I'd be remiss
Oh.
to not wish you a happy Purim.
Oh wow. Hey, Junkyard coming up big here. Listen,
Rooster of
first
the
of all,
year.
you use my line. That's great. I appreciate that. Purim's a big deal. I'm doubting you guys are Jewish, right? No Jews here,
No.
right?
No.
No,
we're
but we have we have a bunch of friends that are. So.
That's nice. My kids dressed up today. So like that's sort of like our Halloween, in case you don't know. So they all dressed up. So that means a lot. We say around here, Chag Sameach. That means happy holidays in Hebrew. So thank you, my
Well,
friend.
thank
Great to
you.
be on, guys.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I was
Have a
late.
good one.
All right,
That's fine.
Thanks a lot.
Take care, guys.
All
All
right,
right,
bye.
thanks, Ariel.
Later.
Oh man.
How
All
do
right.
we know when they have listened to it?
So now we're gonna I'm
We
gonna
would
cut it.
ass-
I'm gonna cut
we
it
would
at that
assume they
point.
listen to it
yes,
now?
it is after post interview.
Oh, so all right. So fast forward. It's been 30 minutes
yes,
or so.
Yes.
Most people probably
Do
skip
you guys
through
know
it.
how? Do you guys know how like editing works? You know,
Not
you
at all.
cut and then you insert stuff.
I am the
Where-
talent. Editing is not my job.
So we had Ariel Helwani as our guest on the podcast. What did you guys think? Debbie saw a little bit of it. She got to catch a
I had
little
no idea
snippet.
who he was, but
Do you like
interesting.
MMA at all?
No.
Cool.
Like,
You like boxing?
I mean, I'll watch it if it's on. Like, if we're gonna go to a bar and drink and eat, I'll
Yeah.
watch it. But I'm not gonna go, out of my way to go watch it.
How many? Do you remember any fights you have watched?
I've watched a Conor McGregor fight.
Oh, which
Yeah.
one?
I think it was last year's pre-corona.
They fought Cowboy?
Donald Cerrone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Wizard.
No, it was the. Did he fight the Triple G guy?
No, he
Oh, he
fought,
fought Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Oh, then I watched that one too. Then.
Okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's boxing. So.
Yeah, it's boxing.
Oops.
It's
And
okay.
it was more of a spectacle than a fight.
Right.
But yeah.
So
Yeah.
did you watch it? Did you see when he knocked out that guy with his shoulder? Is that the one you were talking about?
No, this one was. I don't know. I can't remember. I was also drinking.
Uh,
And it was at a bar, but it was I think sometime last year or 2019.
does your boyfriend like MMA?
So that might have
No,
been
I don't-
Khabib. Then. No, maybe not.
What is it?
Khabib?
Habib.
Maybe.
Nurmagomedov?
Did Conor McGregor get beat up?
I think he won. I don't remember. I don't,
It wasn't that
don't
memorable.
ask me
basically.
anything.
You know, who cares?
Yeah, don't ask me shit about that. I don't know anything.
Does your boyfriend like MMA or no?
I don't know. I don't think so. He
You don't
doesn't-
know?
I don't think he does.
Don't think.
I don't think so. He doesn't watch.
You've
it
been
at
together
home.
for almost 2 years and you don't know
I
if he likes
know.
it?
I don't think he
Is
does.
he like into sports? Anything?
basketball? He's
Oh,
into
basketball?
basketball,
Okay.
but he's not into football or anything like
No,
that.
you know what? I think if he was into MMA, you would know.
Yeah.
Because MMA fans, like, they're annoying.
Yeah,
They'll tell you they're into it, and they're all defensive when anything comes up, like these clowns.
Like you said, vegans.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
you-
sure my girlfriend thinks I'm pretty annoying because I get really snotty. Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
And you get into arguments?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. So yeah, you would know if your boyfriend was into it.
Like,
No, then he's not. Then
He's not.
can I bring up that one argument you had recently?
how about I bring it up
All right, go ahead.
because it sounds better for me.
I wasn't going to actually talk about it, but I was going to bring up that, So
Oh
you
yeah,
segue.
we get into it. We've talked about it before because her brother is a big Conor McGregor fan, and it just so happens for the past 2 major Conor McGregor UFC fights, she's flown out to Arizona to visit her brother, and her brother gets like really hyped up and everything, and he like loves Conor McGregor. I appreciate Conor McGregor. I'm just not a huge fan of him. So then we get into arguments because like she'll give me her opinion, and then I'm really snotty, and I'm snobby. So I'm like, well, did your brother tell you that? So yes. Or there was when Conor McGregor fought Dustin Poirier back, when was that? January?
Yeah.
I put on Facebook, I was like, yay, Diamond or something, because I'm a big fan of Dustin Poirier. That's his nickname.
No,
at the
you're
time.
not. You've never posted anything about him.
And I got scolded. She was like, "Did you do that just to insult my brother?" And yeah, so that was a fun night.
Did you do it just insult her brother?
No, I love Dustin Poirier, the Diamond.
Then why haven't you posted anything about him?
He's in fought since January.
Yeah. So what do you call it? What do you guys think about about the interview with Ariel?
I hate doing. I hate talking to people that I don't know. No, I told you last time, right? Like when Junkyard said he was going to have you over, I was like,
He's like, I hate that girl.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
don't bring her.
exactly what I said, verbatim. It just seems like you don't know what you can and can't say around some people.
And then he turned off his mic just to like spite you.
yeah.
The last episode.
It just said like you don't know what you could get away with. How do you know what I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to like say the wrong thing.
Isn't
or something.
it better though
What do you mean?
to offend somebody and then you go at it and it's a real show then?
I mean, I guess if you're trying to
Start something.
get views like that, but I don't want to start with any.
Yeah. We're not trying to get views, are we?
No, why would we?
Why would we?
So like with Ariel, I know he's a very resputable MMA journalist.
Respectable.
Resputable?
That's not a word.
I don't think so.
Resputable is not a word.
Never heard of that.
Google that shit right now.
I mean, I'm gonna Google it, but Google's gonna yell at me.
All right. How do you spell it?
Yeah.
Sound it out, motherfucker.
Rasputin?
Okay, I meant
Reputable?
reputable.
I meant reputable.
Did you put Resputa?
Well, that's what came out.
Respute.
All right,
Taboo?
so
Yep,
I
not a
will-
word, Baba.
well, you didn't even really sound it out.
Did you mean?
Reputable?
Reputable.
So Google just came back saying. "Did
Okay,
you
I
mean?"
just pronounced it the wrong. Oh, I added an S. I see.
Google just called you a pendejo.
Okay. Well, I'm dyslexic, so you guys all laughed at somebody with a disability. I hope you're happy.
Shame on us. Shame on us.
Shame on you guys.
Anyway, so you were saying he's very reputable?
He's very resputable.
No, I stick by what I said. He's very resputable.
Oh, so that's kind of like when you're respectable and reputable.
Oh, all at
you're
once.
resputable.
You're resputable. Got it.
Oh, good job, Mamba.
I'm gonna,
Look at you.
I'm
Look at
gonna
you
double.
combining
I'm gonna
words.
double down on what I said.
You have to double down.
You always have to double down.
But yeah, he was very easygoing. He was good to talk to. I mean, I didn't really have much to say about him because I don't want to sound dumb.
I had even less only because I just don't know that much about MMA like you guys do. But he was a super cool guy. Like I really did enjoy talking to him.
I thought
very,
he was
very
gonna be like stoddy,
Yeah.
not stoddy, but you know, like he doesn't know who we are. We're like,
He easily could have been a little more like he could have been pretentious and been like, ugh, you guys. But no, he was super cool, super chill.
The only thing I kind of regret not asking him was about this weekend's fight because I thought about it after the fight.
you ask-
I thought about it too because I was like, there's like a major
Right,
fight coming
up this weekend. But the thing is that I was thinking like, since it was like Friday and then the fights were
Yeah,
Saturday,
yeah.
and I don't want to talk about those fights.
But you asked him about his haters though.
I did ask him about
Oh
his
man,
haters.
I loved it.
That was hilarious.
I loved it. Him making fun of Junkyard. Like, why are you defending me?
Yeah.
Who do I need to be protected from?
Yeah, the one Twitter troll with 2 followers. Are you protecting me?
He's
Well,
like,
the thing is that Ariel is kind of he's like not polarizing, but like there's people on him that fucking hate on him all the time.
But
like,
did you hear what he
nonstop.
said? He
Yeah, he
doesn't
said he
care.
doesn't care.
He doesn't give
Well,
it.
I didn't know. That's why I had to ask him. Now I know.
Now you know.
Now I know that I don't not to worry myself with them haters. Because the people always talk shit about him. And I felt bad for him, and I really like the guy.
did he play it for you, Debbie?
A little
He
bit.
did,
We played part of it, yeah.
Part of it.
So he spent most of the interview.
The end of it. She
Telling-
didn't say that part.
Junkyard spent the whole interview telling Ariel was like, "Oh, it gets me so mad. Oh, I get so angry when people say things about you or people talk bad about MMA. It just
So is he considered a simp then?
very,
Like a-
very,
a white,
Yes, he was.
very,
a white knight?
There, you're catching on, Debbie.
There.
You are catching on.
very good, Debbie. Very good.
Junkyard was simping.
Hard.
He was simping hard.
He asked Ariel, "What's your Venmo?"
What's your Cash App?
Technically, I do give him money because I listen to all his like his podcasts and stuff, and that pays the bills, baby.
That would have been really funny if he would like send you an invoice though.
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
I think it's really I'm trying to think of a word and not make up.
More words.
Yeah. I think it's very, I was going to say recommendable, very commendable. I think it's very commendable that he's a very busy guy.
Super busy.
He has like 5 shows. I don't know how many. He has a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
And
he's at ESPN. He's on ESPN. It's not like it's a small,
And
little,
even though it was a half hour, he took the time to like, I didn't even think he was going to reply to your emails. When you told me like, oh yeah, Ariel Helwani responded to me, I was like, bullshit. Like, why would he like?
It might have been one of those. I thought it was one of those auto-generated
Well,
replies.
Mama asked me like, "Did you see the little check mark by his name?" I'm like, "Bro, it's
I
an
was like,
email.
are you
He doesn't.
sure?
It's not fucking verified."
But yeah, maybe because like I'm sure once upon a time he was up and cover, and
Yeah.
maybe he like just wants to help out the little guys.
Like us.
So now that we know Junkyard celebrity crush, who's yours, Debbie?
Captain America.
Oh, Chris
like-
Evans.
Yes.
Oh, Chris Evans. Okay.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what?
Like the comic
I mean,
book character.
in his
Yeah.
captain uniform, obviously.
Oh, so you like you like America's ass?
Oh,
I do. I do.
So wait, hold on. Now let's delve a little deeper into this. Are we talking Captain America? Okay, so Captain America, obviously with the uniform. So I'm assuming without the helmet or without the face
Yes,
mask,
without.
with the beard or without the beard.
Oh, I like beards. So
Okay,
I would say with a beard.
So we're talking Civil War,
Yeah.
Captain
Oh,
America.
black
just watched
uniform or blue uniform?
Either. I'm okay with either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, you already took one of mine, so let's see.
Captain America.
Yeah. I'm also big on America's ass. I would say, I mean, not to be cliche, but I do love me some ScarJo.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, yes. Although
She's pretty hot.
Ashley Olsen did come pretty close. She's
Olsen
also
sexy.
because
Ashley Olsen?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's like the
I'm
twin?
Mary Kate and Ashley.
I feel like
Yeah.
one twin and not the other.
Well, no, they do look different though.
Yeah.
Really?
Or no, Mary Kate's better looking than Ashley.
I thought they were twins.
No, they look different.
They both look like ghouls.
Yeah, they do.
One's the less
more
ghoulish,
ghoulish.
the less ghoulish one is the better one. I think
No,
that's Mary
but
Kate.
I
the
do.
sister, the one that's in Avengers, that one's
Elizabeth.
Yeah, she's way better looking.
Yeah, she's probably the best of the.
Yeah, she's the greatest
But
Olsen.
no, I do really like her, and I really like her character. How they made her superpowers like.
She's super badass.
Well, they just made her a woman, because she can mess with people's minds, make them see things that aren't there. You know, trick them into doing things. See, she's just a woman.
you got the same powers?
She's like, "Yeah." She can neither confirm nor deny. JK. That was a joke, people.
What's your celebrity crush, Mamba?
Being as I'm in a relationship, I don't have one. My celebrity crush is my girlfriend.
That is a good answer.
Oh
Very
shit!
good answer.
I answered.
No, if she listens to this, she's gonna know I'm lying. So might as well say it. My celebrity crush, and she brings it up all the time, is do you guys know who? Well, I know Tony knows, but do you guys know who Cassandra Steele is? Or
No,
Cassie Steele?
no, but sounds like a porn star.
She's not. That's her real name. She was in the show
Degrassi.
Degrassi. It used to come on
never watched Degrassi.
Nickelodeon. It was made in Canada, so they talked funny. And when I was a teenager, I didn't understand that. But there was a girl on the show. Her name was Manny Santos. It was like a teen drama. Oh, Drake was on it.
Yeah, that's where he was in a wheelchair. Didn't you?
I didn't watch the Gracie.
I remember the show, but I never watched
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
remember
it was,
the,
okay.
Do you remember the Drake memes when he's in a wheelchair?
no.
So it's like
This was like not during our time because
What-
like you're younger. I know Tony watches kids shit all the time, so I'm not surprised that he knows what it is. But for like
Okay.
us, like we don't like this is like
it was
we were already in,
first of all, it
in
wasn't kid shit. It was a teen drama.
we were in high
Yeah,
school.
the
No,
ta-
we
the
were
ta-
already like in college when
The tagline
Degrassi
was
was out.
Degrassi. It goes there because they went to places.
Yeah.
They hit some They tackled some real issues. But anyways,
hard hitting topics.
You could Google her if you want to. See
No,
the show.
I want to know the year when it came out. 'cause-
It was like the early 2000s. I was
Yeah.
in high school.
yeah. I graduated in
Oh, there she is right there.
The next generation.
2001.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
No, original
Junior.
release October 14, 2001.
Yeah.
So I was already out of high school. Like I'm not watching fucking Degrassi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you
you old.
could click on her pictures. Cassie Steele. So, anyways, there was an episode where
Yeah, she is super pretty.
Yeah.
her character in the show, Manny Santos, wanted all the boys to like her.
Was she wore the thong?
Where she wore the she like wanted all the attention for the boys.
Yep.
So she wore low cut jeans and she had a visible thong that she was working on. And I was a teenage boy, and I was like something for that. Something did it for me.
Oh man, if she had a cash app, would you have cash apped her?
I would give her all my money. What little money I had.
You were simping hard.
Yeah. So
But
that,
he was an incel back then.
so I got older. I forgot about her, but just one day I was going through Instagram, and I saw that she had an Instagram. I was like, oh, that's Maddie. And as Debbie confirmed, she's a very pretty lady. But my girlfriend knows that I have a hard on for her, so she like always fucks with me about it. Like she made a TikTok where she dressed up as Maddie again. Like she made the thong and she put like so she was like dancing, and then my girlfriend like she was like, oh, what does that do for you? Did you see that? Did you enjoy that? And I was like, no.
No, I didn't.
What about you, Joker?
My all-time celebrity crush, like all-time, number one, just had a baby. Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore?
Mandy
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I love
That's
Mandy
actually
He's
Moore.
one.
like a sweetheart.
That's actually how me and Jerker became friends.
Right. That's how we became friends, because of Mandy Moore.
Our love for Mandy Moore.
Really?
We were going through
And Hillary Duff. I was 'cause I used to work in what they called media. So it was CDs.
Weren't you guys
video
like
games? So
adults by then when they were popular?
Well, Mandy's the same age as me.
Okay.
so
Hillary Duff?
so no.
Hillary Duff's a little bit younger.
Very suspect.
So
Continue.
anyway, I was fixing CDs once, and Junker comes by, and he's like, "Oh, Mandy Moore." I'm like, "Bro, isn't she awesome?" And the rest
Yep.
is history. That literally, that's how
Wow.
we became friends.
But yeah, I love her. She's like my
He's
number
like-
one.
And then he's like, "Yeah, Mandy Moore, bro." Hillary Duff, we're like, "Bro, bro," and yeah, we broed out.
I've told I started every single one of my relationships, like if Mandy Moore ever tells me like that she wants to go out with me, it's over. Like there's no
That's
thinking
your,
about it. Like,
that's your, what do they call it? Like your one,
Yeah,
like your
like-
one, like if everyone has that one celebrity
Right.
that they would leave their,
yes, Mandy
no matter
Moore is,
what.
Yep, no matter what.
Yours is
dropped
your
in a
one is
heartbeat.
Mandy Moore?
Right. Yep, Mandy Moore.
So yours would be Captain America.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be happy with him.
Of course you
Wait,
would.
what?
Of course you would.
You wouldn't be happy
You
with
wouldn't be happy-
America's ass?
It's Chris Evans.
I mean,
He
I
seems
don't
like
know.
such a nice guy.
He probably is. But there's going to be so many women after him. I'm going to get annoyed and be like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do this.
But my current celebrity crush, like right now in the moment, Dua Lipa. I love Dua Lipa. You know who Dua Lipa
Oh,
is?
okay.
Yeah, I don't remember what she looks like, though.
Here, I'll pull her up for you. Dua Lipa is not only is she a fantastic singer, but she is very attractive. She's British. Well, she's not technically British. She's from she's Armenian,
She's from London.
No, is she?
but she's like she grew up in Britain.
Yeah, she's very.
She's pretty.
very
She's
attractive.
dating that twat,
Twat.
the Hadid brother. What the fuck's his name? Anwar Hadid.
Oh, is he?
Oh,
You know,
really?
You know who that is?
She
He-
has some
he looks-
caterpillars for eyebrows.
He looks like a twat. Look at
Nah,
him.
what
Look
a-
at him.
What a twat.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
ugly.
he's a twat.
He looks like he's on drugs.
He is on drugs.
Is he?
I think he is. I can't prove it,
He's
but I'm pretty sure he is.
a very Eastern European nose.
Yeah, he does.
But anyway, I don't know what she sees in him. Look at these all tatted. Like, ugh.
He looks like almost like Mac Miller a little bit.
He looks like a low budget Jake Paul.
Just a little bunch of Jake Paul. But anyway, she's
A great value Jake Paul, like not store brand.
like she's way too attractive for him. Look at him. Look. Tell me he's not on drugs. Look
You're
at look at
just
his
a
face.
hater. He does look like he's on drugs. though.
But isn't that in?
What?
To look like a twat.
Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, obviously it works for her. So
Don't ladies like it when you look disheveled?
is that true?
No.
They like bad. Ladies like bad boys.
You obviously don't know what you like, Debbie.
But look, she's like way too attractive for him. Look how
Yeah.
twatty he looks.
Yeah.
But she looks happy. Do you think you could make her that happy?
Yes, I could.
In the dark upstairs.
Even more reason for her to be happy because she wouldn't be able to see me.
That,
That probably would make her
that's
happy.
a very good point.
But anyway, yeah. So Dua Lipa for the moment, but all time Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore is hands down the number one. And I'm still not caught up with This Is Us, which is very upsetting.
Oh, I
I'm like
started
three-
watching that. It was
I'm like
pretty
3
good.
seasons behind.
It made me sad. I was like, ooh.
It is. It's a great show. Let's get to our YouTube comments, shall we? We got a couple comments from
People
last
still
episode.
respond to us?
Yes. So if you look at so episode 197, I like the female perspective. She needs to come back on the show. That's UW. That was from when you were on.
Thank you.
The last episode, Susie, who won our shirt, says, "Finally, the little heart." our boy Peo, you guys should have hung it up already. Why come back? JYD, you're trash because it's your fault.
Love it. I love the constructive criticism.
So in other words, he wants us to cancel the podcast.
But he listens.
that guy?
Or, yeah.
But he listens every week.
No, he stopped listening. He said he stopped listening.
But he listens.
He's
says-
not, he's not going to
secretly
listen.
listen.
Yeah.
And then Hooded Dude, the guy that always comments on our, he's got this little, what is the symbol? Does anybody know what that means?
That means he's verified.
Oh,
Ooh, he subscribed. He's one of our. He's
Wait, what? That means he subscribed.
He subscribed. Yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
So everybody else is hiding it.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're a child predator?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Why, what does it say? Oh, welcome. I read it. Welcome back. I thought Mamba had for sure died of COVID, or Junkyard had been finally arrested for being a child predator.
Why would Mamba die of COVID?
I
You didn't even
mean-
get COVID.
Yeah, but I'm like at risk for everything.
He also has a high A score.
So, Junker, why would you almost be arrested for being a child
Oh,
predator?
fuck if I know. To catch a
He's
predator. I
got
don't
that
know.
look.
Yeah, I guess.
we all know why.
Why?
Because of that episode.
About you in
Hey,
the park?
man, that kid was alone in the park.
So for you,
He should have been. He
you-
should have been.
I know you don't know what we're talking about, Debbie,
I
but
don't.
you remember Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah.
When it was
give
all
it,
the
give
rage?
us, give us your perspective on this.
Okay.
So Pokemon Go was all. It just came out, and everybody was out in the streets playing Pokemon. It was summer 2016, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, summer 2016. So everybody was out in the streets playing Pokemon Go, and Junkyard used
I was
to
out with Tony.
he used to live on Cicero. There's a park. And I guess he was driving by one day,
No, me and Tony were out playing
Oh.
Pokemon Go.
and there was a kid, right?
There was a kid by himself. He was little, and I'm like, where the fuck are this kid's parents? Is this kid's parents? He was literally like,
What
there
time
was
of
nothing
night?
but adults. It was
was.
like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
So in Junker's defense, he did say he's like, oh, well, like, what's up? Why is this little kid like all by himself? Like, it's dark. There's like grown people everywhere. Like,
Right.
But he should have stopped there. That's where he should have ended. But then he's like, yeah, like, why is this kid out here all by himself? Like, where's his parents? I mean, I could easily just do something to him. I was like,
No, that wasn't what he said.
I'm being nice. I'm being nice. The exact verbiage I don't want to repeat.
All right, we won't repeat it.
But like I said, Joker, you should just stop at that. I don't even like.
Took it too far?
He kind of had to elaborate what could have happened to the kid.
So now,
If he's like, if I was a predator, I could easily. I'm like, yes, Junkyard, but you don't need to point that out.
now everybody is thinking that,
Yeah.
and we're very aware of what you could possibly do.
I wouldn't,
But
but I could have
There's
because
a
he was
Yeah.
by himself.
So Junkyard's argument was like, I could have if I was a bad person, but I'm not.
Right.
but there's always a lingering in the air.
Exactly.
I was just very upset that kid was by himself.
Exactly.
Where's his
And-
fucking parents?
And you should have stopped right there. I don't know why you had to keep going. You did not. You no longer needed to elaborate. No
Like-
one was going to disagree with that comment you made, but you had
That's
to
a
keep.
little creepy. I agree. Yeah, you should have stopped.
That's what I said.
So that's why Hooded Dude said he would be in jail.
Yeah.
One day that's going to catch up to him. So now, because of that, he can never run public office because he'll be canceled promptly.
Not even that. I don't think we would
oh
be.
no, they're gonna cancel me.
I don't think we would be able
I don't
to
think any of us can run for public office.
blow up on YouTube. Do you notice how like YouTubers, they always got to make apologies for something?
Yeah.
It's like if you're famous on the internet, you always have to apologize for something.
I'm sure we've had to apologize for a lot of shit that we've said on this podcast.
Eventually,
We've said a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
We've said lots of things.
I know I made Tony's friend upset when I said something.
Tony had to make an apology once
I made an ass
already.
Why?
because I may have said some things that were insensitive to
Very
a
insensitive.
certain group of people.
Yes, and then he was called out on it, and he had to apologize to that person and publicly on the podcast.
But did he really apologize?
I did.
He did. He apologized.
Was
you
it
were here.
sincere?
It was.
Oh, okay.
It was a joke. I mean, it was a joke.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
No, I did. I really
serious.
did. I apologize. I reached out to the listener directly, and he graciously accepted my apology.
Yeah.
And he's still a listener. So
Well, I don't know if he still is, but he was.
yeah, he is. He
You
is.
sure?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
positive.
okay. All right. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad he is.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Are we gonna say something that's gonna make you cancel us?
I'm already gonna cancel. No,
Like I've already made up
not
my
yet,
mind.
not
Like
yet.
I'm already canceling.
I've made.
I'm over it.
I made comments before about feminism, and how like certain
I'm not
parts
a full-time feminist, so
of. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she likes to have stuff picked up every now and then.
She likes to be picked up,
that's right.
doors open.
She likes to be picked up, not like she doesn't want to be the one driving. all the
Literally.
literally picked up, carried around
Yes.
like a princess.
Yes. No, I don't. That's weird.
Yeah, you just take it too far. sometimes.
Do you have any type of like thing that you want you like that is, guy has to do this. If he doesn't do it, it's it. It's
Like
over. Like the opposite of a pet peeve. Well, I guess it could be a pet peeve.
like a deal breaker.
Yeah, like a deal breaker. There
Like
you
if he has to do this or
Or what's
Something that he has to do?
go. Yeah. Like he has to open the door for me. If he doesn't,
No, I'm not a huge on that. I mean, it's nice when it's done.
no. But I'm saying,
Really?
is there
Yeah,
something
that's nice.
in specific?
I had a
like what grinds your gears if he doesn't do it? Like put the toilet seat up or down?
Oh,
Yeah, I
if
don't
you-
like that. Well, you know what? Okay, I don't like it, and he's really good about it. He doesn't leave the toilet seat up, which is great.
Oh,
So-
side note or question. Do you guys live together right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So he doesn't leave the toilet seat up, which is great. I love that. And he cleans, so I love that.
So are you
I
sure?
would hate it if he did not clean.
What about cooking?
He cooks too.
Nice.
I want to date him now.
So
Cooks,
does
cleans?
so does he never leave it up because he pees sitting down?
No.
Just
think
kidding,
it's
just
just-
kidding. Debbie's boyfriend, don't kick my ass.
Is he
I
gonna
think
listen to
it's
this?
just no, he doesn't. It's just I think it's just the way he was brought up. So by his mom, like she would make him probably, and he just accustomed to it.
Does he know you're here recording this?
Yeah, he doesn't know like what the show is called or anything.
Oh,
He knows
okay.
it's here.
Does he
He's
know
like,
that
"Are
it's a
you
bunch of
going over
dudes?"
there to cheat on me? Are you guys gonna?" Like, no.
She's like, yeah, if you
I
saw
don't-
if you
I don't-
saw
I-
this group of gentlemen,
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he has nothing to
No,
worry about.
he's just he was just joking around, but he's always got to say some shit.
So no deal breaker, nothing. Smoker.
Yeah, I don't like smokers at all. I do not. I won't date a guy that smokes. I have, and I
Okay.
don't like it.
yeah, you like vaping, right?
No,
Oh, we get it.
that's
we
even
get it.
worse.
We get so as long as he rips that jewel, it's fine.
What about weed?
I don't like it.
No?
Only because of of what I do.
Right.
About methamphetamines.
That's cool.
Awesome.
He's a busy guy.
It's
He has stuff to do.
Some hair on.
Cocaine.
No, none of that.
No
I don't
drugs?
I don't do any drugs. So I prefer.
Them not to do any drugs.
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't smoke weed. I've done it in the past, but I don't like it. So
What about working out?
I
Like, do you
mean,
want them to work out?
No, I don't really work out. So I can't. I went to the gym today actually.
Oh,
First
nice.
time in a month.
What made you go?
The scale.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm getting fluffy. And I got a trip coming up, so
oh,
where you
I'm
going?
going to Cancun in a month.
Oh,
shit.
nice.
Exactly a month. So
Well,
I'm
I'm-
excited.
MMA fighters, they like lose like 20 pounds in a month.
No, less.
Yeah, so
less than
you're
that.
crazy.
A few.
You t-
There was a guy on the Ultimate Fighter that lost 20 pounds in a day.
What? How?
Where he got water
Methamphetamines.
weight and shit. Water weight and stuff. Like he just like fucking
He shat
sweated
himself
out.
all day?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. It was crazy. It was very unhealthy. But yeah, he did it.
Is it just like just a vacation, or are you going for?
Yeah, just vacation.
Oh, okay.
It's just a girls' trip. So I'm excited.
Girls trip.
Mm-hmm.
Are you specifically Cancun or like?
Cancun.
Oh, because we have a guy trip coming up to Cancun. When are you going, Debbie? With your girls?
Just kidding. We're going to the Bahamas.
Oh, weird. You know
What a coincidence!
Oh shit! I said too much.
Well, hotel you stay at? Because we're staying at that one too.
We're staying at one
That's
too.
crazy.
What a coincidence!
But anyway, so there's nothing like.
I
Nothing
don't
to
know.
do?
I mean, I don't like smokers.
Right.
So I won't date a guy that smokes. One night, my boyfriend, he was smoking because he used to be a smoker for a couple years and then he quit. And one time he was drinking and he bought cigarettes and we got into a huge fight that night. It was
Really?
pretty bad. Yeah, because I was also drinking.
Oh, yeah, of course. Alcohol.
I mean, that didn't help. I probably wouldn't have gotten as mad if I wasn't drinking. But I got pretty pissed off at him for smoking because he said he wasn't going to smoke anymore. And then he was smoking.
Well, it
So-
depends. Were they like menthol lights?
I don't know.
Because if he bought some Reds, then you have every right to be upset. Nobody should ever
I don't know
smoke
what
those.
What if they were Virginia Slims?
Ooh, like Virginia Sims are okay.
I would encourage him to smoke. Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't like it when I don't smoke anymore.
Okay.
I think the last time I smoked is just because Tony had some. Like
That was
only,
like a while ago.
yeah, it was a hot minute ago. But I only like smoke when I drink. But yeah, my girlfriend, she'll make like a snide comment
Yeah.
sometimes.
I just don't like it. I don't like the
Yeah.
way, like, I don't like kissing guys that smoke. I don't like that smell on them. I don't like the way their fingers smell. Like, I don't like any of
Yeah,
that.
that smell like permeates
clothes.
everything.
Yeah, it's gross.
The car.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nasty.
I get it because waking up and I'm all hungover and I was like, oh, I smell like smoke.
yeah.
I used to hate going out to the club. Remember they used to like
Back in the day?
Back in the day when they used to be
Back in
able
the
to
day
allow
when
you
we
to
were cool.
smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can smoke inside, so you just go to the
And
bar.
you go to the club and you can leave smelling like fucking
Yeah.
Even if you
cigarettes.
didn't- yeah.
Even if you
Smoke.
didn't smoke.
Because back then,
Gross.
I didn't smoke at all. And it's
No.
like you just go to the bar to have a few drinks. You come out, you like everything, your whole clothes,
Yeah,
hair,
it's
everything.
fucking
gross.
terrible. That shit's
Yeah.
nasty. I was never a smoker. I mean, I smoked. I tried it, but I never liked it.
Yeah, I'll do it occasionally, just like look cool. But
You don't inhale, right?
no, I don't inhale.
Yeah. Like Bill Clinton.
So how was it going back to the gym after a month?
Well, she's still alive, so that's good.
I mean, I was really tired, and I'm probably gonna be really sore tomorrow. But I mean,
Got
I
that
have
trip coming
to.
up, yeah.
I know. I don't know how do I lose 20 pounds in a day? That's what I want to know.
You need to.
Methamphetamines.
Because that's what I need.
Well, the problem is you'll probably, if you keep it off, you'll probably die. You have to put it back on right away.
You gotta put it back on the next day.
Oh shit.
That's just to hit the scale.
Oh.
You basically just sweat.
Again,
nonstop.
So you could take it off, and then the day of Cancun, you gotta put it back the next day.
Right.
So you could be one day.
Right.
Take
You-
all your pictures,
it's not
all your
even,
selfies.
It's not even one day. It's just like it's a
Yeah.
few hours.
Okay,
You
so
have to
Damn.
take all the pictures during those hours,
Yeah, and then you have to rehydrate.
and then rehydrate, and then no more pictures for
I'll
the rest of
probably
the trip.
die.
No, weight cuts for like fighters are the worst. Like people like
They get
there's
in saunas. With
yeah, there's
sweatsuits.
documentaries of them like doing it and stuff, and people like some people have collapsed doing it. People have
pretty
like
dangerous.
it's terrible. But there's a dude in Brazil that died from cutting weight. It's terrible. It's terrible for your body too. So don't do that.
No, I'm not. I don't have the will.
I have a trip coming up in the summer. My girlfriend's friend is getting married in August in Tulum.
Oh,
Tulum,
nice.
And I've been trying to slim down because being in Mexico in August and wearing a suit,
It's hot as fuck.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to die.
we've done that.
Where
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's his wedding.
Yeah,
it was in June.
yeah.
It's still hot.
Yeah.
Hot as shit. Oh, except it's hotter over there because
Yeah.
it's the beach, so
Now I
it's
understand.
humid.
Now I understand why your cousin just took off his fucking clothes.
Yeah, he did. It's like fuck this.
So at his wedding, we were at a bar and we haven't even taken pictures yet. We're in the bridal party. We're his grooms, and so we have our suits on, but we go to the bar and start buying beer. And his brother, I guess, or his cousin had one too many, and his cousin started taking off his jacket and shit. He just has a t-shirt on. And so Karen was like, what are you doing? We have to go take pictures.
He's like, it's hot. Which it was.
And he was also so the funny thing is he drove my wife to the to the wedding, to like the actual like ceremony.
Wasn't he lit?
Yeah, he was fucking
He was
lit.
lit.
And then like he had to drive both after we got married. He had to drive both of us to the party, to the reception.
shit.
And we stopped at a bar. And he fucking wanted to get a bottle of tequila. I'm like, bro, we're gonna go to the party right now. This is like a real quick stop. Like you can't just fucking chug a bottle of tequila right now. Like just grab a few shots and then we'll drink the rest at the party. Like what the fuck? Are you
There's gonna be booze at the
Yeah.
party.
Like, don't worry about it. So he's like, all right, fine. So he just had a couple shots and shit. And he found some people he knew. So he started drinking with them. I'm like, bro, we got to go. Like, it's like we're going to be late to my fucking
To
wedding.
my wedding.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
that?
Like, yeah, I can.
would've
I
killed
was
you.
there.
Yeah.
She would have killed you if you were late.
No, she was late.
Oh, she was.
She was late to the
Oh.
actual, because of him, because he was drinking at the bar. And then in between when we stopped at the bar, we were both late a little bit because of him drinking, but it worked out.
It was a good time.
I had a great time.
It was probably the most fun I've had.
One of
at
the
a
best
wedding.
weddings I've ever been to.
Nice.
And Junker made the exception of having beer, which he wasn't going to.
Because I guess in Mexico, it's not very common for there to be beer
Yeah.
at a wedding.
Really?
Yeah,
It's all just
it's hard liquor.
hard liquor. Like, they don't have. So, I mean,
Because it's not like here where, you go to a wedding here and it's open bar and they have whatever you want. It's like,
Yeah.
and they just have everything. Over there, you have to buy your own stuff. You bring your own stuff there. So it's like BYOB for the the groom and the bride. So whatever you want to serve, that's what you have to bring the bottles. You have to bring, if you want beer, you have to bring the beer.
but nobody really brings beer, right?
Nobody
at
brings
weddings?
beer. So it's always,
Nobody-
all like
always-
whiskey. It's either whiskey, brandy, and tequila. It's like the three main like liquors.
But since it would be like a lot of us.
right,
from
there's a
over
lot of Americans and all my friends drink beer.
So he,
And my uncles did too, so.
So he made the exception, which
So I bought a bunch of beer.
he brought a lot of beer,
Funny.
and we drank it all.
The best part
Really?
is with
We
the
drank
server.
all of it, yeah.
I was like, "Hey, un modelo negro," and he comes back. He's like, "No, I'm like, "What? No, hay más cerveza." I was like, "We're out." I was like, "Can I get a regular Modelo?" He's like, "No, hay."
Well, the thing too is like, so even though they don't serve beer in Mexico for like weddings, I guess people saw that there was beer, so people would order it.
Yeah, they're like, ooh.
Even though technically
Yeah.
I only bought the beer for my friends, like I'm not going to tell people don't drink beer, you can't have beer,
Yeah.
right?
But he figured that we
but
would.
right.
He thought we were the only ones that drink it
Right.
because everybody else was a drink. But no.
So I only bought. So technically, I bought enough for 2 days. I bought enough for that day and for the following day because we're gonna have like an after party the day after. So I supposedly bought beer because I knew, like I know I've been hung out with these guys forever, so I know how much these guys will drink. So I figured, okay, they're gonna drink a few, like maybe like 10 cases today, and then we can probably have like 10 cases tomorrow, whatever.
Damn.
So like
they were all gone.
everything was gone, but it wasn't all them though, because
Yeah.
other people were
Yeah.
drinking beer, and it's like, what the fuck?
You
Like,
should have stopped them.
I should have, bitch. That's not for you. But no, so we ran out.
That was great though.
But it was a good time. I would have invited you.
Yeah, you didn't. You stopped talking to me. I wasn't cool enough anymore.
No.
No, I just kind of stopped talking to people when I left that place. I did move away though. I lived in Joliet for a little bit.
I do remember that because I think I found you I was looking through my emails one time. I think I sent you an email through between like just to say hi. I don't know if you ever responded though.
I don't know. I
That was
don't
pretty
remember.
bogus.
Probably
If
not.
you did it.
I don't remember.
You were like, just.
But again, I don't remember a lot of shit.
But I do remember that because it showed, like, I don't know if you remember the old email system. It would show you like the store number, like when you would like go look through it. It's like a directory. And I remember I was looking through it one day and I
Oh,
found you and I'm
yeah.
like, what the? I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw the store. I'm like, what the fuck store is that? And I remember I looked it up and I'm like, I think it was Joliet, right?
Yeah.
I was like, where's that? I was like, that's weird. And
Joliet.
No, I know, but like where in Joliet? Like,
So you sent her an email using like the
The work
Circuit
email?
City work email.
Yeah, it was a work email, and I just clicked on it, and I just
Did it
hey,
say,
what's
like-
up?
I
How-
probably didn't see it because I never checked my
Why
email.
would you? Who checks her work?
I did because I worked since like I worked where we use our email like
So-
all the time. So
So basically, Circuit Shitty has a record of an email from you to Debbie saying
Yes.
like, "Hey, big head,
like what you do? What you doing?
what you doing?" WYD question mark. No wonder she ignored it.
Like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember. So maybe I didn't see it. I don't know.
Or maybe you chose to not
Maybe
see
I
it.
chose to ignore it.
Oh no, was I being a simp?
You were simping.
Was I simping hard as fuck?
Nah. It would have been weird if you would have like stalked me on Facebook or something. Or that was
No,
pre-Facebook.
We,
On
yeah, it was
MySpace.
pre-Facebook. But I wasn't allowed to be your friend on either of those.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, forgot. Yeah, he was banned.
I was banned.
You were shadow banned. That's hilarious.
No, I wasn't shadow banned. It was
Straight up,
it was straight up,
it was straight up perma ban?
Yeah, it was a perma ban.
Wow.
I remember I added Debbie once on MySpace, and she was deleted quickly, not by me, but she was deleted like
She
very
was
quickly.
swiftly
She was
deleted.
Swiftly deleted. And I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
was like, damn, okay.
I was like, well, she's not my friend anymore, but all
Wow.
right, I guess. That was pretty awesome. Not. All right, let's go ahead. Let's move on to
Pizza review.
our pizza review.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Since we don't have a pizza review theme song, I'm going to play Mamba's.
I'll make one right now. Pizza, nobody out pizza. Oh, let me get a McPick.
Do you miss McPick 2s?
I mean, it's not like I haven't eaten McDonald's.
Here, I'm
I'm
gonna,
not gonna lie and say that I haven't eaten it.
there you go for a throwback.
Oh yeah, throwback. So one of our loyal listeners graciously sponsored this pizza review by buying us this pizza.
Chester Cheetah.
What
And-
what prompted him to ask us to try this pizza? Did he just love it?
Because weren't we talking about pizza reviews on one of the podcasts?
Probably.
Yeah, because we're talking about pizza.
We're talking about
reviews.
pizzas, just pizza in general.
Pizza in general, and like I watch a lot of the Dave Portnoy, his pizza reviews.
Yeah,
they're hilarious.
They're great.
So we're watching it, and so he's like, "Oh, you guys gotta try Palermo's," and I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." Like, yeah, he's like, "I'll go ahead and I'll sponsor it."
Oh,
So he pretty much like said, "Here, get it from Palermo's," and gave us the location, and we got that pizza today. So
What was it called? Palermo's?
Palermo's, yeah. So Junkyard wanted us to do it live, like while we're.
Yeah, I thought that would be.
But I mean, do you guys really want to like see us
stuff our face with pizza.
stuff
Yeah.
our face with pizza?
Also, you want to hear?
Ungbach?
we'd have to start charging her.
I know, right?
Only.
You know, we should have a tip jar, like the Twitch
Patreon?
streamers do. Yeah, no, like,
Patreon.
yeah, like a tip, no, but like a tip jar where like it's a little button where they click on it and they can donate.
You would have to do that in live streaming though.
Junkyard, get on that. All right,
I'll just start a Patreon.
all right, put a pin in that. So anyway, we got the pizza, and it was half sausage, half pepperoni. I think that's a good metric to judge a pizza.
Even though Dave Portnoy would disagree with you, the golden standard.
The golden
or the
standard
slice
is just cheese, but I like a little extra. I like toppings. I'm a toppings guy, so
I'm all about the top.
exactly. So we're gonna do toppings. So we got what was it, a large, extra large?
Extra large, supposedly 17-inch.
Okay, so
I didn't think
to me it seemed like a large.
I didn't
but,
think they made pizzas in odd numbers.
Yeah, it was like 18.
Yeah, it's usually like 14, 16, 18,
That was a
12.
17?
It's 17. I was like, what the
Were
fuck?
they on the metric system?
That's what I said. Because I asked him, I'm like,
Can I
what's
get a 20 centimeter pizza?
Because I asked him, like, what's your largest pizza? He's like, extra large. I'm like, what size is that? He's like, 17 inches. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, I guess I get that. That's the biggest one.
All right. Well, outside of their awkward sizing, I must say the pizza was very good. It reminds me of, if you guys ever had Paisans. The sauce.
If you're in the Chicagoland
If you're in
area.
Chicago, yeah, the sauce is a little sweet,
Yeah, it has like a sweet,
like a
flavor.
sweet tang, which I liked. And one thing I really liked is that they did not skimp on the cheese. I actually thought that Junker had ordered extra cheese because I sometimes, like, when I order, I always get extra cheese.
It was layered on there.
But it was they did not.
2 C's.
So very cheesy. The pepperoni was good. So was the sausage. It wasn't like overcooked. Wasn't too doughy. Had a good ratio of sauce to toppings. So yeah, overall, excellent pizza. I think it was a good recommendation.
How
What'd
many
you guys think?
pepperonis do you give it?
I give it out of how many?
10.
Out of 10, I would give it a solid 8.1.
It was very good, but when I found out the price, I was like, that's
expensive as fuck.
That's a lot for like.
It was a lot.
For a 17-inch.
For a 17-inch pizza, it was almost $40.
What?
At other
Holy
place
shit.
at other
39 and
places,
change.
I could get another inch for less than that.
You can get more inches for less.
Yeah, it was $39.22,
So not the cheapest.
not including tip. So it was over $40.
It was over 40. But I mean, what if you get, okay, so how much
Turn that down already.
how much would you pay,
Make me.
or how much would you have to pay? Like, say you get an 18-inch at another place, but you'd have to get extra cheese because they're not going to give you that much cheese.
I'd still.
So that's an extra dollar.
I still think it's like in the $20 something range, right?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
but 39 is pretty steep.
That is steep. I think for one pizza,
What did you think that?
and it's not even like a specialty pizza.
I like Palermo's. I really do. I prefer real thin crust pizzas, and
Okay.
this one felt like it was thicker than I normally would get. But I loved all the cheese on it.
Yeah.
Like how thin? You talking about like cracker crust type?
No,
No, that's like
I
super
think
thin.
this one was just a little bit more doughier
Yeah,
than
like
I expected.
like Falco's is thin, right? Like thin.
I don't know. I don't remember ever having Falcos.
Well, how thin do you like it? How about like? Well, I know you say you don't like Nick and Vito's, but Nick and Vito's is really thin. Do you like it that thin,
I don't like the Nick and Vito's. I can't remember the last time I had it.
or is it Vito and Nick's? Whatever.
Whatever. I don't know.
Have you ever had St. Louis pizza?
No.
That shit's terrible good,
Yeah.
but it's really thin. It's super thin. It's just
You guys ever have Pizza Castle? On
Yeah.
55th? Oh, you have.
I haven't.
I like that kind. That's like great pizza.
That is pretty
It's
good.
really thin crust.
Where is it?
It's on
Kedzie?
59th or 55th.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. 55th and like
Almost
like a
off, but-
block west of Kedzie.
Yeah.
That's too hood for me. I'm not gonna go over there.
Well, my girlfriend's family lives over there. Her brother
You say
actually.
she lives in the hood?
Yeah.
I just said
She actually.
Yeah.
Her brother actually worked there. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny when me and her first started dating. I went over her house and she was like, "Do you want pizza?" I was like, "Sure." She was like, "Do you want to order from Pizza Castle?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." She was like, "Oh, do you want to order? Because I don't feel like calling." So I called them, and then I ordered it. He was like, "What's your address?" And I gave him the address, and he like paused. He was like, "Is this?" He used my girlfriend's last name. He's like, "Oh, is this the residence?
the fuchsia residence.
The future residence?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, I recognize the address." I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm her
I'm Mr.
boyfriend."
Fuchsia.
Yeah, I'm her boyfriend. So she wanted me to order. He's like, "Oh, okay, I'll give you the discount then." I'm like, "Sure, thanks." They're pretty good.
Yeah,
I
they're
like
good.
it.
What's your favorite pizza spot?
Grissano's?
Oh, in Oak Lawn.
Is it Oakland?
That
Is
is
it
it.
Bridgeview? Burbank?
Same thing, right?
It's
No,
87th Street.
yeah, 87th. That's in
Yeah.
Oak Lawn. It's Oak Lawn.
Central and like 87th.
That's your favorite pizza place? No, I mean not to knock it.
No.
I love Grisano's, but
That's like my favorite like everyday pizza.
Oh, I
It's
gotcha.
super cheap.
super fucking cheap.
Super cheap.
Really
You could
fucking
get like
cheap.
3 of these for
Oh,
that
wow.
price.
Yeah, for no shit. No, you get more than that.
Probably.
You probably
You
get
can get like a large for like $11.
yeah.
Is that the place?
That's the place we order from at work.
Is that with the Italian beef pizza?
No, we don't. We've gotten what is it? We've got barbecue chicken, and we've gotten regular toppings like
Oh, okay.
pepperoni and our friends order from there a lot because they're from Oak Lawn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Our one of the people that used to work with us, her dad owns Grisano's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you know what? That place didn't really. I didn't like it at first. I was not a fan of it. I thought it was too like greasy. But just like now that I've worked in Oak Lawn for like 10 years, fuck, it grew on me. I love that place.
Yeah. I always
That
get
place,
it.
I hated it. It's terrible.
I always get my pizza sausage pepperoni extra sauce. I like my pizza saucy.
Have you had their pizza puffs?
Yes. Oh my god. They're amazing.
Except I don't like them.
Are they like the regular pizza puffs?
No, they
Like
make them.
giant.
Like
They're,
the like
they're,
the
they're,
Menzos.
called, they're like calzones,
They're
Yeah,
like,
they're
from the
calzones.
Menzos.
Oh, the Menzos.
but they
They're
deep
good.
fry them.
Oh.
And they're like $5.
I don't like
Really?
them deep fried though. I just don't like all that oil.
Whatever I do.
I get them baked like a calzone.
Bougie.
What are you on a diet?
No,
No. But this pizza was good, and I like
Yeah.
the sweet sauce.
Yeah.
I like that it had tons of cheese on it. Yeah, I think the only thing I didn't like was that there was a lot of the crust was kind of doughy.
Okay, so
Maybe if
too
it was
thick
a little
for-
crunchier, I would have
Okay.
liked it better.
so what's your favorite pizza of all time?
I like Pequod's.
That's your all-time number one.
I
Pequod's
don't
is
know.
Hands down.
I have like so many favorites. It's hard to choose.
because of different styles.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, fine.
like
Let's-
deep
fine, let's
dish.
break it down. What's your favorite deep dish?
I'd
Is
have
it
to say
Pequod's?
no.
You know, Pequod's technically isn't deep dish.
Giordano's?
You know what? It's kind of like a pan.
It is
Isn't
pan,
like
it's pan.
It's
Yeah,
not really a deep
It's not deep dish. No, Pequod's is pan. Giordano's is stuffed, and Limonati's is deep dish. And so is like Gino's East is deep dish.
The best deep dish pizza is the one you get in school.
That shit was
When I was in grade school, when every Thursday there was pizza, and when it was deep dish, whoo-wee.
The best pizza I
Must be
ever
nice.
had.
We didn't have that.
Yeah, we didn't have that either. We had pizza, but it was like bread with cheese.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
had.
That's just nasty.
That's exactly what we had. It was that square.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the
Yep,
pizza square.
That's what we
Oh,
had.
That's what we had.
Yeah.
You made it sound really good.
No.
It was terrible.
That's exactly what we had.
It had like no sauce on it. It was like
Yep.
literally just like a piece of bread and cheese.
It was like really dry. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
And they put
horrible.
like they supposedly put like herbs or whatever seasoning on it.
Oh,
It
and
had
the-
like little pieces of like oregano or whatever
yeah
in the cheese. It's
and
like,
then
what the fuck?
and then supposedly it had I'm using air quotes pepperoni, but it was
oh,
just,
we didn't get pepperoni ones. We got sausage ones.
but it was just like little like tiny cubes. Like you couldn't even
Oh.
tell. Like
Yeah, gross.
No, we had sausage ones, and they were like it was like ground beef. It was gross.
My favorite
Right.
pizza was the personal pizza Hut ones that I got for
for reading a book.
reading a book.
Oh,
Pizza
the
Hut?
book it.
Yeah.
I
Book
used
it
to love that
program.
shit too.
Yeah. My dad used to take us. We used to save them up because my dad wouldn't take us every time he got one.
Yeah.
So when we'd go like once, maybe a month, like me, my brother, and my sister, we'd each have like 3 or 4.
And would they let you claim all of them at once?
They're not supposed to because it even says on there 1 per visit.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I mean, I guess they were cool because
Were they gonna say no to 3 kids?
yeah, what are you gonna say no to 3 kids? So yeah, so like my dad would go and walk out with like 8 of those like, personal pizzas. Yeah, those were great. So what'd you think of the pizza, Mama?
Oh, like it
I
was
know you like it because it was free, but it was
very
a,
free.
A little more.
very free.
Elaborate a little
I
more.
will agree. The sauce was very sweet, tangy. I don't really have a sweet tooth, but it wasn't overbearing. I agree with Debbie about the crust. It was a good crust, but it was doughy. But I did like that cheese. How it was so thick.
What about you, Junkyard?
I'm not a huge fan of sweet sauces. I mean, I'll eat it. So, I don't know. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't my favorite.
So it's not like it's not your style, basically.
Nah, not really.
I would eat it again, but I don't know if I would pay $40 for it.
I would definitely not ever
I would
order it
not-
myself.
I would not buy it for
No.
$40.
$40 is way too much money for that fucking pizza.
Is it maybe it's organic cheese?
It's not. I ordered.
Is it grass fed?
Maybe it's grass-fed beef.
Yeah, that shit's definitely not.
Maybe
not
it's
worth
kosher
40 bucks.
pepperoni.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Gluten-free crust.
There you go.
Yeah, like Debbie said, I'd rather get Grisanos for like $10
Yeah.
and just call it a day.
Maybe we should do that. Well, I'm inviting myself back.
You're
For a
welcome back
pizza
whenever.
review.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that next time. Debbie already said it. She already said
Yep.
it.
She
I
said,
guess
"Yeah,
I'll,
yeah."
I'll pick it up on the way over here.
No take backs.
What do you call it? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My favorite one around here, there's a place like 3 blocks away. It's called, what the fuck's it called? Cipriani's. That's my favorite spot right now. But that's because it's like a stone's throw away and it's not that expensive. It's pretty cheap. It's not as cheap as Rosano's is like the cheapest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For
And
like,
they have coupons.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
you believe that fuck?
$2 off extra large
Damn.
pizzas.
Dude, that place is, like I said, for me at least, it took a while to get used to because it wasn't my style. Like I said, for me, it was a little too greasy, but
The price was your style.
the
Yeah.
price is definitely my fucking style.
And at the end, that's what matters. Because I like my pizza 2 things. I like them hot
And ready.
and I like them ready.
Hot and ready.
Which is why I always go to Little Caesars.
But you know what? The Oak Lawn area has a lot of good pizza spots. They have Palermo's, the other Palermo's. That place is kind of expensive, but I don't remember it being this fucking expensive.
I don't remember.
Inflation.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then there's
Inflation.
Grisano's, there's Baracco's,
Baracos is always a good
Phil's. Phil's is pretty good. Have you had Phil's?
choice. No. Oh, you know what? I think I have. And I've had Beggars. Beggars is good because of all that cheese.
I've never had Beggars.
I've had
Yeah.
beggars too. Yeah.
There's a Beggars right
It's good.
not that far from here. I've been meaning to order, but it's pretty expensive too.
It is.
Yeah.
So I'm not
I
down to
usually
pay that
just
much.
pick up a slice and it's like $3.
Oh, they sell slices individually.
Yeah.
Eh?
I usually just pick up a slice on the way home. So I like them.
Just same thing. Like I stopped ordering from Home Run Inn because it just got too expensive. I like Home Run Inn, but it's super
I-
fucking expensive.
I like their frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
I get the
They
frozen
are
pizzas.
delightful.
all the
Those
time.
Those are
pizzas
the
are really
best.
good. Yeah.
That's the only. They're cheap. I'll buy frozen. Usually you
It's
get them on
like
sale.
$5, $6.
Yeah.
I'm buying them $7.
Oh,
gotta
you're getting
change-
ripped
I got-
off.
You get ripped off,
I
man.
gotta get a new pizza guy.
A new frozen pizza guy. I need a new frozen pizza guy.
I like Connie's frozen pizzas, except the only thing I like about it, they're messy. The cheese starts dripping because so for example, like the Home Run Inn ones, they like outline the crust and the cheese is in the
Yeah.
crust, so it stays in. It's contained in the
It
crust.
doesn't like slide out.
It doesn't slide out.
Yeah.
And on Connie's, it's all over the fucking place. So like the cheese will start dripping on your fucking oven since they're frozen, and then it gets stuck down there. And the next time you throw something in, it starts burning. That shit's terrible, fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I don't like about them. But the Connie's pizzas are okay. They're pretty good. Those are
All
my
right.
favorite frozen.
That's a review.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
All right. That's a wrap. Moving on.
So hold on, wait, Mama, how many pepperonis do you give it?
How many pepperonis do I give it?
Yeah, out of 10.
I'll give it 7 out of 10.
That's a rookie score.
There's a rookie score. You gotta throw some decimals in there.
Yeah.
Be precise.
How many pepperonis out of 10?
7.5.
7.5. Okay.
7.5? Is that what
Yeah,
you give it?
yeah.
7.5? All right.
I did like it. It was good.
I don't know. I'll give it a 6.9.
I think I give it the highest only because I love Paisans. I grew up on Paisans.
Yeah.
So like, to me, it's like the nostalgia factor too.
Yeah.
So I remember like, this is.
But even Paisans doesn't charge that much for a fucking
That's
pizza.
true. Because this is how old I am. When I was in grade school, when I was in fourth grade. When I was in fifth grade, they would let us go out for lunch. And my school was right by Paisans. So for like 40 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever, you can go out of school and wherever you want and just come back. So we used to go out to Paisans to eat and come back. So it brings back memories. And paisans is like that sauce is like
It's sweet.
is
Yeah, it's a sweet sauce.
But yeah, but like I said, it's an acquired. Like people, you have to love it. Either you love it or you hate it.
Right.
Type of thing.
I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's because I've had those. I'm
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I can eat it. I just not my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our crazy news story, shall we? Talking about simping, Debbie. This could be you. Streamer makes 16,000 in just 8 hours by letting people disturb his sleep.
How?
Yeah, I like his handle.
His thumbnails.
Yeah.
Asian Andy.
Asian Andy.
A Twitch streamer made 16,000 in just one night after allowing people to pay him to wake him up while he was sleeping. While Twitch, a live streaming service, was originally designed for gaming streams, Asian Andy has found more creative and lucrative ways to use the service. His game plan is simple. He sleeps, and his audience competes to wake him up. While the idea is not new and has been done before, Andy has found a new way to monetize his sleep. Viewers can pay money in exchange for noise, such as loud music, a dog bark, or a voice reading out text, all with the aim of waking Andy up from his sleep. The 26-year-old, who has more than 1 million subscribers on YouTube,
wow.
said he made 16,000 in just 7 hours. In a video talking about his experience, Andy shared footage of the night with his followers. It shows him being woken up several times during the course of the 7 hours by loud music and text-to-voice jokes. At the end of the video, he expresses his shock at learning the large amount of money viewers have spent in a bid to disturb his sleep. God damn. Thank you so much, he tells his fans, before proceeding to rip open his t-shirt in celebration.
That is not what I would have expected, but that's great.
Last sleep stream world record
Last
was
sleep.
$6,000. You guys, $16,000. I used to drive Uber, man, for $16 an hour. I used to drive Uber. That's all I would do and go to school. You guys made my life. Seriously, this is fucking crazy, he adds. The first person to make money this way was a Twitch streamer, Ice Poseidon, who made $5,000 in 8 hours in 2017. His broadcast allowed viewers to use text-to-speech technology to give their best shot of waking him up. See, Debbie, you can make 16 grand if you let people watch
wake you up.
wake you up and watch you sleep.
But the thing is that I'm a really light sleeper, so
It'd be easy.
Even better.
I wear earplugs to sleep.
Really?
That
Yeah.
light, right?
That late?
And eye mask.
Would like if you hear even the slightest noise, will you just wake
Yeah.
up? Will you stay up?
Sometimes, yeah.
Does your boyfriend snore?
Sometimes.
Does he wake you up?
Well, no, because I wear earplugs.
Well, no. Would he wake you up? If
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't?
if I didn't. But I've been wearing them for years now.
Oh, so you can't sleep without him?
Yeah, I can't sleep without them now.
What about like when you're on a plane or something? Can you
Well, I'm
fall
too
asleep?
nervous to fall asleep on a plane. I'm not a good flyer. So
What about hotels?
I bring them. I bring my earplugs and eye mask.
Do you carry? Do you have it in your pocket right now?
No.
Just in case you get
She
tired.
wasn't planning on falling asleep here, Junkyard.
Just in case you get tired.
Did you tell us a slumber
Did he,
party?
did he put something in my drink?
Oh
You know where you won't need the earplugs for that.
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
no! Took a turn. I don't want any part in it.
Well done.
You know what's really funny? When I'm at work, when we don't have anything to do, I'll watch people play. Junkyard gets upset because he doesn't even get upset that I'm not doing anything. He
No,
gets
I don't care that he's not doing anything because
He gets
I'm
upset.
not doing anything either.
He gets upset that I'm not doing anything but watching people play video games.
I don't
I
understand.
don't
I don't
like
understand
that.
the
I don't like that.
fascination of watching other people play video games.
I think that's dumb, but
I
whatever.
I think if they're really entertaining, well, there's two things. If they are playing a game that I'm interested in and they're really good at it, I'll watch them. But also, more importantly, if they're entertaining and they're funny,
Yeah.
then
So-
I'll watch them.
Just like every Wednesday, that I play Smash Brothers on my friend's stream,
Yeah, but I said when they're entertaining.
and I'm entertaining. I'm very entertaining. People love me.
But it's not your stream, though.
Yeah, but people still love me.
But can they hear you talk?
Yes.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Should I watch it one day?
You should definitely watch it.
I'll throw
every Wednesday.
I'll watch it.
It's yeah, because like you could hear the voice of everyone that's playing. So yeah, you hear me a lot talking shit.
So like the
I'm
worst
gonna
part.
go on his Twitch and start like
You can.
start saying simp, and that way I get you guys banned.
So the worst part is like, so our coworker on Fridays that we know we're not gonna do anything, he brings his he's got like a retro gaming system, you know, like Super Nintendo. So we'll play it, and like we're like, Mama, you want to play? No, I'm busy watching fucking other people play video games on fucking Twitch. Like you'd rather watch other people play video games than play video games yourself. Like
Well,
that
that's because
makes
he probably sucks at it.
That's like those kids that watch
that's not
other
true.
kids play.
Unbox toys, yeah.
and play with toys. Like
They have their own toys. They'd rather
play
watch.
with your own goddamn toys.
Can
What's wrong with you?
can I defend myself?
yes, go ahead.
First of all, I don't suck because I beat Junker
I-
at NBA Jam.
Bitch, I beat you more times than you beat me.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. And I only hit, and I beat him with one button. Because I was playing with the regular Nintendo, and only has A and B, and
Yeah.
the Super Nintendo has
Yeah.
with X, Y,
Yeah.
A, B, and then the triggers.
Trigger, yeah.
I only had the shoot button because both of them were shoot.
And what happened when you got
And
more?
I beat- and
What
I beat
happened
him.
when you got more buttons?
I
You
started
lost.
losing when I but I
Because
beat
the
him.
game
I beat him
beat-
3 times with one fucking button.
You
Just
let
a
him
shoot
beat you with a
button.
handicap.
Because the game he has.
I couldn't
have a
steal.
handicap.
I couldn't pass. All I could do was shoot.
And you know what happened when he got more buttons? He lost because the game got too complex for him. But in my defense, so there's this game that I play. It's an online shooter game, and I really love it, but I'm not as good as I want to be. So I'll watch other people, and I see how good they are, and sometimes they pretend.
I guess that's a good reason.
Sometimes I pretend that I'm them.
That's not a good reason.
The only thing that I like watching other people do. I mean, I like doing it myself, but I like watching.
You watch people do a lot of things
Like what?
inappropriately.
Yeah. Well, that's different. Well, that's it. They're a lot better at that than I am too. So. So
So
I like.
do the same thing you are, Mama. He likes to pretend it.
I like to pretend I'm them. But no, another thing I like watching is like cooking shows. Like they're fucking
You
good.
watch infants cook, and you're like, "Isn't this kid so
Oh, dude,
talented?"
Have you watched Kobe?
No.
Yeah,
He-
you
he
gotta
is-
watch
Is
Kobe.
that the
Okay.
little kid that tries to eat the butter?
No, that's a different
I'm
kid.
pretty sure, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
yeah,
No,
it
no,
is.
it's not him. It's not him.
Yeah,
But
he
so-
doesn't try to eat whole sticks of butter because he's an infant.
He's an infant. So Junkyard, he's like, oh, you should watch this little kid cook. Like, it's like an infant, and he's like, he doesn't really cook. He's just like,
He does cook. Look,
no,
watch.
he doesn't cook.
Watch-
his
watch
parents,
Kobe.
his parents cook. All he does is like slap together ingredients.
Look at this kid. He is adorable, and he cooks.
I'm not saying he's not adorable. I'm just saying
Now
he
watch
is
this.
not a good cook because he
Yeah.
doesn't know how to
he
cook.
cooks better than both of you fucks.
You're not gonna be able to log in with that.
How dare you? You're right. There's like YouTube videos of him.
All right,
he's-
we get it. We get the gist
he's-
of it. We get
he's
it. We don't need to watch it.
Fantastic.
We've already watched them.
But
He's not fantastic.
he is
They're just telling
fantastic.
him what to do.
He's not.
They're not telling- he's
not
a
even no, not
loser.
even that because even if his parents tell him what to do, he can't because
Yeah.
he can't like he
He's
has
one.
no.
He's 1 year old.
He has
he's
no
only a 1-year-old.
exactly. So he has no coordination. He
He's
has
got-
no depth perception.
He's got plenty.
All right, we're going on 2 hours. Let's wrap this up.
Hold on. Let me just get quick. It's usually pretty quick. Look at him. Look how cute he is.
We're not
And
not
then-
debating that,
and then-
Junkyard. We're
he's got a
debating
nice
his
little
cooking skills. Look,
Yeah.
look, he doesn't. Okay, that's not him cooking. He's-
Hold on, but
Did
he's
he
still.
even wash his hands? No.
No,
Yeah, of course he was. He's
Lies.
eating his own food. It's fine. He doesn't have to wash his hands.
This guy has no perception of the concept of cooking.
look, did he even measure that?
He doesn't have to measure it because he's like, look, there's a little bit too much. I'll just eat what's
Is that a
missing.
charcuterie board?
What?
A charcuterie board.
A cooter board. That's what I call it.
Oh, a cooter board.
It's charcuterie board.
Charcuterie. I don't even know how to pronounce it, so I'm not even gonna try to correct you.
I've heard people say charcuterie.
But anyway, he's making like he's not
He-
cooking here, but
he's cooked nothing.
well, literally there he's making a
He made a charcuterie board.
I mean
Yeah.
whatever.
And-
it
I mean,
is.
anybody could do that.
Yeah. And not only that, but like all he did was throw the stuff on the tray, and then his parents organized it off the camera
There's where he does like he puts stuff in like he blends stuff and he like mixes stuff.
by blending stuff.
Look,
he's-
he makes a spinach wrap. Look at this. He makes all sorts of shit.
He does not.
Oh, there's
Junkyard,
charcuterie, you're right.
Junkyard. You are like I can't. Debbie, talk to this
I
man.
can't. This guy.
This is
delusional.
worse than me watching.
He makes
people play
fucking
He's
video
got
cookies.
baby fever. Clearly.
I guess yeah, that's got to be it.
Anyway, no, he's fantastic.
He's aight.
Anyway, they're hating on Kobe. Kobe cooks better than they. They're just upset that he doesn't cook. They don't cook. They can't cook like Kobe, a 1-year-old.
He's not cooking anything.
He still does a better
He's not
job
even
than all
old
you
enough to
fucks.
operate any type of stove.
He does. He like mixes shit. But anyway, that's besides the point.
All right,
I
regardless,
like
moving
I
on.
like watching cooking shows aside
That
from
is not a
Kobe.
cooking show. Okay, that's not a
aside
cooking
from
show.
aside from Kobe, like Ramsey and stuff, just so like I can learn. Like I learn a lot from cooking from them.
I watch Ramsey's cooking video from YouTube on how to cook
Oh.
a steak.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I made
With
a
the butter?
pretty good, with
And
a pretty good steak like that.
And the thyme.
Yeah.
You had the thyme.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good. I made beef Wellington, his recipe 2 years ago for Christmas. And it came out fantastic. Yeah. It was really good. But yeah, I really enjoy cooking. So I like watching other people cook so I can learn like techniques and stuff that they do. So I do like
So how
watching
does
that.
it then Mamba watching other people play video games so it can be better?
I mean, because
Tell me how.
really helping.
Dude, he's talking shit.
He watches an infant cook.
Cook.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
I mean, like I said, he cooks better than you, Mamba. All right, let's move on to. Let's do our
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
200th episode gripe. Let's go.
Oh, life is good. No complaints.
What? Motherfucker, we
That's
haven't
a
recorded.
lie.
We haven't recorded in over a month, and you couldn't come up with one thing that bothered you.
My gripe is that
I've learned to be more positive in life,
Bullshit.
and
Debbie
just
has to leave. She's checking her phone, so
No.
we
I
should.
was looking at
No,
my
no.
gripes. I had to write them down.
No.
Oh, you have multiple gripes.
I do.
no, you
Because
ha-
last time I was unprepared.
We understand. You have to go.
Are you kicking me out?
No, I want to leave. Go. You can if you have a gripe. Go ahead. What is your complaint?
Oh no.
One of my gripes is these
Oh, I think it's my phone. Whatever.
these men playing women's sports that are transgender.
Oh,
That's a hot topic.
That's a very hot
That is a
topic.
hot bun issue.
I don't think it's right for
Okay,
a transgender
transgender
male-
man to play women's sports.
Yes, well, a man that's now a female
Right.
that wants to play female sports.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
I
transgender
think-
woman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gotcha.
I don't know the correct terms. I don't think it's fair to real women, genetically correct. I don't know.
Yes. No,
I
you're
don't
right.
know.
You're right.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
get in
You're good.
trouble.
You're good. You're not good.
But
you're
I
not
don't
gonna get
think
canceled.
it's fair.
I think we actually talked about.
We have
this.
talked about
did,
this.
and
before.
you're
It's
right.
good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay,
It's good
So-
to hear a woman's perspective.
I don't think it's right because obviously males that were born male are stronger. They're faster usually
Yeah.
than females.
And that's
It's
just- and
not-
that's
it's
I
not
am
fair.
And,
so
and,
fast.
and better
And
at
that's science.
sports.
You're fast, but in other areas. You shouldn't
so
be fast.
fast.
So yeah,
Like a cat. Go ahead.
I think if women agree to play with them, it's fine. But I think it should be like a new category or something. I don't know.
What about the other way around? What about women, transgender men that were once female playing with men?
I think if
I mean,
I don't think they'd be because
they're not at an advantage.
because the issue is the advantage that
Right.
that transgender women have over cis women only because genetically, like you said, it's just genetic. This is
Right.
biology. This is science. That they're just going to be
Science-
faster,
science isn't real.
stronger. So yeah,
I don't believe in science.
I mean, if all if all parties were consenting to it, then I guess I wouldn't.
but
But how do you
But-
consent? Like not everybody can.
then you're
consent
gonna
to
get canceled if you don't agree, because that's the way everything is now. You get
oh no,
canceled
like
if you don't agree.
like I don't really like. Yeah, I don't really have a prep. But I'm like, if the women if like the cis women were okay with it.
what is that? A cis woman?
Cis means that you were born a woman. I
it.
guess.
So you're a cis woman.
I guess you
We're
have to-
cis men.
yeah.
I guess you have to preface and say that you're.
I don't know. We had to do that. now.
I mean, you don't really have
What's
to.
your preferred pronoun?
Oh yeah. What is your preferred pronoun? She, her.
She, her,
Okay.
because
Okay,
it
gotcha.
should be. That's what it should be, unless otherwise stated.
Gotcha.
Oh, funny.
In my opinion.
funny,
I like-
funny you should mention that because Junker has the same ones. She, her,
And Z.
and Z.
And Zer.
Okay.
We
So
did.
now I would like you to refer to me as Z and Zer.
I prefer they and their.
Mamba.
Them.
Them. Because he's more than one person.
Get him off you.
That was very good. That was very good. I'm not even
That's
upset.
messed up.
It was very clever.
Get him off you, Mamba.
I'm more upset that you guys laughed so hard. If anything,
That's what gets you the
I
most
will give
upset.
it. I will give him his credit.
But you don't like the fact that we laughed.
Yeah,
as
the
hard
fact
as
that
we-
you guys laughed so hard. That's my gripe for the week.
I laughed because it was unexpected.
But I think we talked about this. There was a UFC fighter,
not UFC, MMA fighters.
MMA
fighters.
MMA snobs They always correct you. It's not UFC, it's MMA. Anyways, but there was a MMA fighter named Fallon Fox who was born a man,
I heard about that one.
transitioned to a woman, and was just beating the shit out of women.
Yeah.
And
They're
nobody
knocking
knew
bitches
about it.
out.
They didn't know she was a man?
Nope. Not until like a few fights in.
Yeah, it took a little bit before they found out.
So he was just plowing through women.
She
She was plowing through.
She was plowing through women.
Apologies. So yeah, it can be dangerous.
And there's like high school wrestlers. I think a high school wrestler
Yeah.
was a boy transitioned to a female, to a girl, and then she was just rolling through fucking female division.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And the thing is, like, also, like there was one high school where there's two transgender girls, and they're in the track team, and they're just like destroying every record. And because of that, like, the girls that would have been number one and number two, like the best ones, are like losing out on scholarships
It's fucked up.
because now they're the third best in their class
Yeah.
instead of like
you
even
can't
though-
really say anything because then you'd be labeled transphobic.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't think it's fair.
No, yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't agree
You
with it
should
either.
care. You don't want to be canceled.
Although
I care.
I'm
I
joking.
care about them if they want to. I don't care. Like I'm not transphobic.
Oh, we get
or
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
We get it because we're pretty. I mean, in this podcast,
We're very liberal.
We're very liberal, and for us to say something like that, I think that's
it sucks for the girls who actually trade and sign up for this competition, and they just got to see these
right. And then they work so hard to like
bros.
these bros.
These bros beat and then for them to happily accept, like, if you see that these records are being broken by wide margins, you have to, like, okay, maybe something's going on here. Like, how could they happily accept like these medals and these trophies knowing that they are just steamrolling? So, but the other day we were talking about this in our group chat, and I had a counter argument. What if trans women enter the NBA, WNBA, and they were good at basketball? Because that's my joke.
Wait, what?
Wait, I didn't get it.
I got it,
I
unfortunately.
didn't get it.
Because the WNBA is notorious for them not being that good. Like,
Oh.
they can't even dunk.
I thought you were trying to say that they already look like.
No. They're just like, I don't think there's any woman in the WNBA that can dunk.
Oh.
So maybe they could finally like get a woman in there.
That'd be good at basketball. That's terrible.
That was terrible.
That is terrible.
And you should just edit that out.
Because I love me some. What's her name? She's on ESPN a lot with Shaq and.
Oh yeah, she just signed up for the Chicago Sky.
Yeah.
I don't know her name,
Oh my god.
but I know who
I'm
she
drawing a
is.
blank.
I think she's
Well,
from around
think
here.
about it. Dabby, do your that was a good gripe. Very good gripe.
motherfuckers!
Do you have any?
You got another one?
Fuck
I do.
up.
Go ahead.
I'm tired of judgmental people.
Oh, that sounds like you were stewing. This one
passing
sounds like it was.
judgment. Yeah, this
stewing
one's coming
inside.
deep. So I decided not to get the vaccine right now.
Okay.
How
And
dare you?
Even though it's been offered, I decided not to get it right now. I'm not
Mama and I
against it.
are vaccinated.
And see, judging
No.
already.
no.
Judging.
They're not vaccinated. They're microchipped.
I don't believe in all that. But I just feel like I don't want to get it right now, and people just keep judging that, like, oh, you need to get it. You don't believe in science and all this shit, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Are you an
not that.
anti-vaxxer?
No, I'm not.
Is this weird?
I have all my vaccines, except I don't
sure?
get the flu shot. I
Why?
never do,
Why?
because I don't get the flu. Why am I gonna get a flu shot when I never
true.
get the
Because
flu?
you'd have less chance to get the flu.
I don't have the flu now. I haven't had the flu like in.
But
Probably like
But you've
my-
already got the Rona.
I got it, and
So-
I'm fine. I'm still here to talk about it.
Yeah. So why does she need a
I'm
vaccine?
just fucking with you.
So
Okay.
I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I need more time to see what you guinea pigs are going to go through. first. And I made that joke with some of my friends, and they didn't like that. They're
Oh,
like,
really?
"Oh, it's science," and I'm just like,
I think it's very reasonable to be cautious.
yeah, I'm not anti. If you guys want to get it, go for it. I don't give a shit what anybody does. If you guys don't want to wear a mask, I don't care.
Is it like
Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, whatever. I still got Rona and I was wearing a mask, so I don't even care.
so? Does that mean there's like a new class of people where they're kind of like turning up their nose to people who haven't got the vaccine?
Yeah.
They're like,
Or that
Are we
choose-
are we
that
going to be the
choose not to
cultural
get-
elite?
I guess.
That choose not, that
Yeah.
choose, I don't know. whatever.
If somebody like chooses not to get it, I understand it. The only time I have an issue with it is when people are like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna get it because Bill Gates wants me to."
It's a control B.
Yeah, control
No.
me.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't believe in any of that.
5G.
I just want more time. Like
No, yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
it's new.
I mean, it was kind of like
It's super rushed.
pushed out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The only reason why I wasn't gonna get it, but I saw that like not everybody had access to it, and then I told my mom. My mom's a nurse, and she was like, "Just get it," and I'll do what my mom says.
Yeah, we got it. We didn't have any symptoms or anything from it so far. Obviously, we've got it. I think we're going on 2 weeks for our second shot. We've gotten our second one already.
Pfizer or Moderna?
We have Pfizer.
Oh no, Pfizer.
Pfizer. The first one I didn't feel jack shit, maybe because I got hammered drunk the same night and I was super hungover the next day, so I definitely didn't feel anything. The second time I had a slight headache. I was a little bit tired, but aside from that, I was fine.
See,
The
you
only
already
thing-
had COVID. Same symptoms.
The one thing the second shot, I don't know if the guy did it right, but it hurt.
The second one did hurt a lot.
Like I don't know, I don't know if he put it at an angle, but I felt it.
Oh,
What did they do it in the same spot?
no.
I don't know. I just don't know if he put it because it
The
was
second one hurt me more than the first one. Like the actual, not the shot itself, but like the post
Oh.
effect. My arm fucking hurt. Like just doing like that.
That's what I
just
heard. That it
hurt a
makes
lot.
you really sore.
Yeah, it's sore as shit. Like I've gotten flu shots and shit, and those hurt, but not that much.
Yeah,
Because-
I'll pass. I'll take my chances.
They weren't given by
You're
nurse.
not getting it.
No, I don't. I figure like.
Look, he's gonna turn his nose
Yeah,
up to
we're
you.
gonna both are gonna turn those.
I mean,
Despicable.
How dare you?
I mean, because and the thing is like, I know both my parents are gonna get it only because they're older, so they're higher risk,
Right.
so they're gonna get it.
And that's understandable.
My sister already had it, and she's fine. You guys have it. A bunch of my other friends, they either work in schools as well or nurse, so they all have it. So, like, if everyone around me has it, then
Hurt, baby.
Right.
You gotta, no, but
Oh,
you
it's
gotta
like-
get
I get
soon,
it.
so-
It's like your outlook with the car. Everybody else has one.
Yeah.
Why do I need a car?
and it's worked out well for me so far.
so you'll
so-
get it eventually. Like
Yeah.
once everybody, like
Yeah.
so
So if everyone's vaccinated around me, it's like, what's the worst that could happen? I'll get it. Okay, if I get it, I get it. I'll be fine. And if I get it, I can't give it to any of you guys. So
And plus, you've
Right.
been
you
working.
can we can still get it.
The vaccine doesn't like prevent you from.
No, it
getting
doesn't
then
prevent you
what's
from
the point of
getting
getting
it.
then?
Because
just
it's
lowers
a
your chance.
yeah. Well, you do get lower chances of getting it, but you also don't get it as severe as you could have gotten it.
Yeah. So then you'll be fine.
Your
Plus-
severity is lower.
So ipso facto, everyone's gonna be fine.
Right.
But you can still get it even if you
Plus, you work from home, so it's not like you really.
Yeah. Plus, I don't really want Bill Gates knowing where I'm at all the time. So.
He already knows. That's
no,
what you
no.
that's what you
I
think.
turn off the location on my phone.
Oh, he knows from more than just your phone, my guy.
He's got that camera turned on.
You know, he made the computers in that Camaro you drive, right?
Damn it. Damn, my car does have Wi-Fi.
There you go.
He sees you when you try to park.
Yep.
He's judging you.
But I'm okay with that gripe. I'm not against it.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Anything else?
Wake the
You got another
fuck
gripe?
up.
Is that it?
No, that's
Get
it
them
for
all.
now.
Get them all out.
Yeah, just let it all. Everything's been
I'm
stewing
done.
for the
I'm
last few
done.
months.
I'm done for now.
No, you gotta save some for next time.
Yeah, I do.
I got a gripe that Debbie will appreciate. My gripe is how expensive women's undergarments are.
Yeah,
Whoa.
they're super expensive.
So the reason I have this gripe is because
Look, junkyard, no judgment.
I don't buy them for myself.
That's what I was gonna ask.
You like
What
to
are
be
you doing?
comfortable.
Yeah.
We do not kink shame here.
Yeah.
If you're into that, then hey, more power to you.
I mean, sometimes, right?
to each their own. I mean, I must say they are very soft.
Yeah.
So
Very comfortable.
Yeah, they're very comfortable.
Girls always get the best,
they get the best of everything.
Yeah, everything's
We
always
do.
softer and nicer. But like, no, obviously, I sometimes buy stuff for my wife, and the thing is, like, fucking bras cost like $40 for a goddamn. I could buy an undershirt for like $2.
Yeah.
Or I could buy like 5 undershirts.
the good
for,
ones are
right
expensive.
for like $12. Like, how the fuck is a bra, which is essentially an undershirt,
And actually, $40 is not that outrageous
for
for a bra either.
$40? 40
Yeah.
I
fucking
purchase
dollars.
more expensive ones.
Yeah, $40 is not
goodness.
actually.
Well, right,
that's
but
what
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm
generalizing. Yeah.
Generalizing.
It's
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even like even underwear, like women's underwear, like I could buy a 10-pack for like what, $10-12.
Or if you go to Marshalls, you, can
You
get
know,
for like
I mean, I understand
$8.99.
like Victoria's Secret sometimes has what you buy, you buy 2 for 20 or 3 for $20 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
But still, it's a lot. That's a lot of fucking money.
it is. It is.
And the material is not.
It's less material.
It's a lot less
Right.
material.
Right, I could wear boxers. It's a fucking short, basically. And yeah, and girls wear like little like panties, and then the bras are what the fuck is it? Like some of them are made out of lace or like see through and shit. Like for $40, like bitch, that's like
Little
nothing.
embellishments.
Right, get the fuck out of here. I'm very upset with women's underwear. I'm upset for you and for all
You
the
gotta
women
come
out
up
there.
with a new brand and
that have
sell
the-
them for cheap.
Maybe.
Isn't that like a constant thing though? Like with women's stuff in general, like deodorant is a little bit more expensive, or
Yeah.
Some things are more expensive.
I just
It's
noticed.
that pink tax they call it.
Yeah.
Is that
Where women's razors are more expensive than men's, and
Yeah.
everything like
Really?
women's shit is more expensive.
that's
Yeah.
what I heard.
Yeah.
I didn't know about razors.
Like certain things that like there's certain products that shouldn't need to be gendered, but they are, and usually the women's version of it is.
The only thing
more
I've noticed
expensive.
though is like shoes. Women's shoes are cheaper than men's shoes, and sometimes they're like the same size.
I would know because these were cheaper.
Yeah,
Well, these are kids' shoes, so they're cheaper.
and that's the other thing. Women have they can wear kid stuff in a lot of cases.
Some men could too.
Yeah.
Well, I know he can, but I can't. I can't wear anything in children's size. But it's fucking. I don't know.
Yes, you can. I like to imagine that when Junkyard goes to bed, he wears like a full Ebenezer Scrooge gown.
Yeah, with the hat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I like. That's what I like to imagine.
I know it has nothing to do with it or what we're talking about. But I was just thinking about that.
We're talking about Junkyard's undergarments. That he likes.
yeah.
He's upset because he just discovered how comfortable he is wearing women's undergarments.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But he's
And
upset at how
expensive it
they
is. I know.
I know how much you have to pay for comfort.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like, even like women's like robes and shit. Like they're all like plush and stuff. Like man, guys don't get that shit. We get like that thin ass. Even though I guess on the outside is.
Would you want like a big plush robe?
Fuck yeah.
You know
Like
what?
Hugh Hefner? Well,
like-
Hugh Hefner really have plush.
Like you know what else I realize is very expensive, but I see why it's expensive is leggings. Because now that it's like, because whenever I go work out, I like to wear I'll wear leggings underneath my shorts, like basketball shorts, or
Yeah.
whatever. And
But are you wearing like those fitness leggings?
Like compression style?
Yeah.
Or just real like
Like
women's leggings?
chicks leggings.
well, here's the thing.
Let me explain.
No, let me explain. So I try to obviously I have some that like the Under Armour ones, the compression ones, and yeah, they're nice, but they're freaking expensive as
Yeah,
shit.
they are.
And then and then the selection is like shit. There's no variety. There's no imagination to like their design. Nothing. And then women get all this cool shit. There's fucking prints. Their designs. There's different colors.
Oh, every
different
girl-
patterns. I was like, man, these are like
It's true.
Every girl on
And-
Instagram, every Instagram model
His
sells.
TikTok
exactly
leggings.
all these TikTok leggings.
I bought some.
And they're so soft and comfortable.
What are TikTok leggings?
Like there's these leggings that are all over TikTok
Yeah.
right now.
Google
That
With that-
his
with that-
girlfriend bought some. I saw
Oh
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen them.
I
seen them.
I didn't
alright.
see them in person.
You know what? I was skeptical because I did see those on TikTok a lot, and I was like, and I've seen those live in person at
Yeah.
the gym, and I must say, they are onto
They're
something.
nice. They've
Took
been
your
around for a
Google
while.
TikTok.
They are-
They just got popular all of
Yeah.
a sudden. But they're nice. They make you look like you don't have any like cellulite or
Yeah.
anything like that. So
Yep,
They're
those
nice.
are it. Those are the ones.
Oh, I see. Because they're like patterned, right?
yeah.
But
so
I don't know, but
the
just
ones
something
on the
about them,
right-
like man, they
These.
knew what they were doing.
no, it's more like those.
Let's go to
Yeah.
images.
So they have like ruching on the butt, so it makes your
Yeah.
butt like pop out more.
I know that's
but
right.
I mean, it doesn't give you a butt if you don't have one. It just
Huh.
makes it.
I did see a
I
TikTok
see.
of this girl. She was like, "These are supposed to make my ass look big."
Yeah, no, it doesn't
She's
make
like,
it
"You guys
bigger.
lied to me."
Just makes it more. I don't know, shapier.
All right, Junkyard, this is getting weird.
I'm just looking to see what the big deal is
And
about
they're
them.
pretty cheap. They're not that expensive.
I got one more gripe. One last tiny gripe.
motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So I obviously we got Ariel on the podcast. I reached out to a shit ton of. I was trying to get like a female comedian on. I reached out to a lot. Like I'm talking about
Did you
like
reach out to Nicole Arbor?
I said comedian, somebody that's funny.
Oh shit.
Oh, he was looking for a clown.
Ooh, good one, Mamba.
And I didn't get a response from any of them. I emailed, Instagram,
The audacity.
Twitter.
The gall.
I mean, I reached out to a bunch and like through multiple forums, even like low ones that I never heard of before, which I heard of them like after the fact, and I like looked up their YouTube and shit. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess she's pretty funny, but I never heard of her before. But all right, whatever.
Nothing.
Fucking nothing.
I would like to see how you.
I did it very nicely, like I did to Ariel. I was like, hello, my name is Daniel. I have a small podcast called New Kids on the Pod. Blah blah. I usually throw a link in there so they can like preview it.
Why don't you try changing your name?
To what? Like
Something,
Chad?
Something, yeah. I'm not kidding. Change it to like Chad Worth.
I mean, Daniel's pretty.
Yeah.
No, but your last name.
pretty
Do-
universal.
do-
No, I don't get my last name.
But yeah, Daniel's still.
Well, I
kind
guess
of
it's in my email.
Yeah, it's in your email, and it's kind of ambiguous. But if you go for like a straight Caucasian
Chad
name,
Huntington Worth.
Chadworth Huntingston III.
Gotcha. Esquire.
I bet you will get replies if you
Got
change
it.
your name
All
to
right.
a more
It's a very
Caucasian.
regal name.
Yeah, something that commands attention.
Gotcha. Well, I'll try that next time.
Try your middle name.
They're definitely not gonna.
Try
your
your
middle
middle.
name?
Try your
worry
middle
about
name. His middle name is Agustin.
Is it?
It's Augie.
It's Augie, but you should try your middle nickname, Augie Doggy.
Stupid.
He's like, "Hey man, you should come on our podcast." Signed, Augie the Doggy. Bro, how could anyone not respond to that? Even if it's just to like be like, "Who the fuck are you?" But you get a response.
But so yeah, I reached out and nothing. I didn't like I understand like okay, some of these people are obviously don't have time. I get it. But like the low level ones, like come on, bitch, you got time. Like you're not doing shit.
What if they have like a full time job?
I don't. Joker, you
Still
don't.
trying to make.
You don't know what kind of lives these people live. Like they could be
Ariel
busy.
Helwani has 3 or 4 shows on ESPN, mind you, breaks
Shit,
news
He's defending Ariel
constantly.
Helwani again.
and he had time. He devoted 30 minutes to us.
Didn't Ariel Helwani specifically say he doesn't need you to defend him?
No,
Ariel
I'm not,
Helwani
I'm not defending him.
has made sweet love to my wife, and will be I will be the father of my future children.
No, I'm not defending him. What I'm saying is, the guy, like one of the biggest names in MMA, had time, gave 30 minutes.
Yes.
He didn't even have to give us 30 minutes.
Yes,
Like
he is the gold standard.
he responded. Okay, like that's all we needed was a
He's
response.
he's a very nice guy.
to say no, I don't want to be on your shitty podcast. He could have said that. Any of these low level comedians could have said no, I don't have time. I don't whatever. I would have been fine with that. I wouldn't care. Like whatever. Okay, cool. Say no. It's fine. If Debbie would have said no to be on today, I would have been fine. I wouldn't have held it against her. Whatever. It's
I
fine.
would have.
I said no like
That's true.
a
She
lot
did.
of times.
I kept trying. That's right. That's right.
All you need to do is just keep trying.
Yeah, I guess.
There you go.
Well, that's what I'll
Persistence
do.
is key.
But the thing is, I didn't even get like response. That's I think that's what hurt the most is the lack of a response. But I mean, whatever. They can go fuck themselves. How's that? I didn't like them anyway.
Someone's a little upset. Junkyard, you okay?
Anyway, all right. That was my gripe.
Do I have time to do one? Or
Yeah,
do
go
I
ahead.
get
Yeah,
off?
go.
Wake
Go ahead.
the fuck
Alright.
up.
My gripe is, I know it's been like a week or two late already, and I'm going to speed run it. But I know everybody's upset at Gina Carano for what she said.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not really upset.
Real brief for those that don't know. What did she say?
She didn't even say anything. She just put something on her social media comparing conservatives
To Jews.
to Jews during Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
Very dumb thing to say, but I don't think. I mean, I'm sure she's not a terrible person.
Right.
We even talked to Ariel about it.
Right. And I kind of agree with what he said. Like she shouldn't have lost her job for it. Like it was stupid. She shouldn't have said it. It was just dumb
No,
thing to say.
I'm not. I don't think she should lose her job for it, but it's Disney, and they already warned her once. They already like, hey, and then even the director of the show, John Favreau, was like, yeah, you need to chill this shit out.
Right.
But she did anyways, which more power to her. She stuck it. My gripe is that people saying cancel Disney, and they're gonna stop watching The Mandalorian over it.
No, they're not.
When in all reality, I mean, she wasn't that important to the show.
She was a side character.
I mean, it's not like fucking Baby Groot said,
Baby Yoda.
Groot.
or Baby Yoda.
It's not like Baby
Baby
Yoda.
Yoda, Baby Groot, same thing. It's not like Baby Yoda said some anti-Semitic things, right?
Yeah, because you can't talk.
He can't talk. He could tweet though, probably. Yeah, it was not like one of the main. I mean, I know she's been on we counted them, right? 7 episodes
Yeah.
between
Yeah, she was on 7
both
episodes.
seasons. But even then, like, she didn't have that many lines. She's not the best actress.
Have you seen? Was it Fast or Furious 7?
She was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. That was
No, it was Ronda Rousey.
That was Ronda Rousey. Gina
Like,
Carano was
Haywire.
in the 5, right?
No, she
Oh,
was
yeah,
in.
yeah,
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was in the 5th one. Yeah,
She was in the 5th one. She was the cop that
I-
was
Yeah.
alongside
Don't
Dwayne
even.
The Rock Johnson.
Don't even.
and she was in
remember it.
Deadpool.
Oh,
Yeah, but she's got very
She
few
was?
lines in there. She was in the first one. So, like, it's not like her getting fired from the show is a reason to cancel your Disney Plus subscription.
Right.
I just think people are making it a big deal for
Yeah,
nothing.
I'm not gonna cancel mine because I don't. I mean, I use a shared one, so
No, you don't.
whatever.
But yeah, like, if I said I work at a place that I'm pretty sure if I said some shitty things, people will fire me. That's just how it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that the specific thing that she said, like, it was stupid, but I don't think it was fire worthy. That's just me. I mean, I don't think she should have said it. I thought it was in poor taste, but she
I
shouldn't
don't-
have gotten fired for it.
I don't see why people.
I see both sides though. I see like why they did it, and I can understand that they have the fucking right to do it. They're a private company and they're
Yeah,
a
they're a private
humongous
company.
conglomerate. They have they don't their public images and it's a detriment
Yeah.
to their image. So like, if they're gonna do it, that's fine. I mean, it's their prerogative. Fuck it. I mean, all right. So that for them to for people to say, oh, Disney is just stopping her free speech, like, bitch, free speech doesn't. It doesn't
It's a private
apply.
company.
It doesn't apply to
They're not-
private companies.
yeah,
It
they're-
applies
Well,
to the
she's not
government.
getting arrested for
Right.
What she
Yeah,
said.
Right.
it's not like Disney took away her Twitter.
Right. And even then, even if Twitter would have canceled it or could have kicked her off Twitter,
Twitter's also a private.
they're
company.
also a private company, which
And
is
they can do whatever the
able
fuck
to
they
do.
want.
Right.
Look at Facebook.
Right.
There's always Parler.
Go to Parler.
Go to Parler.
They closed that one already.
No,
didn't
it's
they?
back.
Yeah, they
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's back. Are you on Parler? Follow us on
I
Parler.
did download it before I really knew what. I'm not. I mean, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican.
But-
or
but-
anything like that. But like, I was like, oh shit.
Did you? Did
You're like,
you
what
like?
did I get myself into?
Did you see like the main poster? Like, oh no, this is.
Did you see some of the stuff being posted on there? You were like, ooh, what did I get myself into? Yeah, it's
No, I
some-
didn't. I didn't.
Oh.
I barely followed anybody because I didn't really know anything about it.
I follow all my favorite racists on there.
I'm not racist, and I'm on there. I haven't
No,
posted
I'm on there to
anything.
follow all my favorite racists.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just it's ridiculous. Everything gets just fucking ridiculous,
Yeah.
man. The right and the left, both sides are fucking ridiculous. Like,
No, I agree, but
I was listening to Ben Shapiro podcast the other day. That motherfucker's awesome.
I like Ben Shapiro.
You shouldn't like him.
He's
I
good.
like him.
He is
I
good.
like him too. I don't like.
he
I'm
is
gonna
good.
cancel you.
But I also have a gripe with him.
Oh, another
is
gripe?
that once Gina Carano got fired, he like I guess he's trying to make movies now, and he hired Gina Carano to star in his movie, and I'm like, cool, bro.
Wait, okay. Now I would want to see a Ben Shapiro movie
I don't want to see a Ben Shapiro movie with Gina Carano in it.
starring Milo Yiannopoulos.
Regardless of the political affiliation, just a Ben Shapiro movie with Gina Carano is not something you'd watch.
Yeah.
Irregardless of the
I
political
don't think it.
affiliation.
Yeah,
Throw some James
I'm not
Woods in
really
there.
picking sides politically, but I don't think that movie's gonna be winning any fucking award.
Damn, judging a book by its cover
Oh,
already.
I judge it hard. And then, I like
Have you
how
watched Haywire, Tony?
I like it how he said it.
I have not.
Because the
Good.
his news corporation, the Daily Wire, it was like breaking news.
Is that his?
Yeah.
Oh shit, for real?
He's like breaking
I know
news. Gina Carano is going to star in Daily Wire movie. I was like, that's not really breaking news. Is if you're announcing
Everything's
it.
breaking news nowadays.
I get it, but it's like if you're announcing it, that's not really breaking.
Yeah,
You know, you're giving yourself a pat on the back.
true.
So
Breaking news. Debbie's going to sleep tonight.
see exactly.
Yeah.
Breaking news. I have to shit.
All right. So good gripe,
gripe,
Mamba.
good
Good
gripe,
gripe. Good
Mamba.
gripe, everybody,
Motherfuckers!
except for Tony,
Wake the fuck up.
because Tony's a terrible, terrible podcast host.
And I had a gripe too, and I was like,
Yeah, sure you did.
"Ooh, I'm gonna light it up once it gets to my turn because that really grinds my gears, and I completely forgot what it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, and I guess Debbie in this case, even though it wasn't addressed to you, but we'll include you anyway. I'm in a bit of a horrible situation. I have this female friend, which was, and I hope still is, my best and closest friend for the last 6 or 7 years. This is good for you, Debbie, because you're,
Friend zone. I already know where this is going.
We went to university together. We went to I was assuming he says, like graduate together. We had the same taste and like basically the same things. And we supported each other emotionally when the situation was bad for one or both of us. She and now I see my error in doing this. She became the person I went every time I had a romantic disappointment. My romantic and sexual life was virtually non-existent in those same 6 or 7 years. I only dated one girl, and she was emphatic from the very first moment that she was interested only in casual sex, which we had once. Soon afterwards, she entered in a relationship. This friend of mine...
Damn.
This friend of mine had until recently a rock-solid relationship for 8 or 9 years. She and her boyfriend were only for a better financial situation to get married and live together. I think I fucked that up. We're only waiting for a better financial situation. Yeah. But in the last 6 months or so, she became unsatisfied, mainly because her boyfriend wasn't making any real effort to achieve financial security and was abusing on alcohol and marijuana.
Sorry, that was just sounded funny.
Why are you laughing?
I don't mean to laugh at that.
Substance abuse is no laughing matter.
Just the way he was abusing on alcohol.
Long story short, they ended.
Insensitive.
Long story short, they ended the relationships some 3 weeks ago, and then my personal hell began. When she told me about the end of the relationship, and as best friend, I was the one she contacted first. Something, for lack of a better word, awakened inside me. I discovered myself deeply attracted to her. I'm not using the L word here because I'm not even sure that is the case.
There's another L that he's taken.
At first, I decided to bury these feelings, but as a couple of days passed and I suffered more and more, I decided not to take this to the grave with me, and I talked to her. She was very nice and assured me that she understands me and that would not sever ties with me. My greatest fear from past situations like that, but that we are only good friends. That happened 3 weeks ago. She broke up on Wednesday, and I talked to her on the same week on the Friday. Since then, we talked little and shared a few messages only about our studies. We are trying to enter in the same master's degree program. Since then, I had very little peace of mind. I'm sleeping badly, lost my focus on the many things I have to do, and I'm feeling terrible. Oh, this person can't write.
Did you have to?
No,
I'm feeling terribly anxious. About
the future of our relationship.
You have
right,
to
but this
take
person.
The longest question.
It's almost over. I really, really like her as a friend, and it hurts me to know that probably from now she will wall me out of part of her life. To make things worse, I'm almost certain that she is dating a work colleague. For you to understand how close we are, her brother called me today at 3 a.m. to ask me if I know where she was because she didn't get home yet. Jesus Christ.
This guy went to college.
That's what I'm saying. Which is totally out of
this guy in a master's
normal
program?
When I tried to call her, she didn't answer, and a few minutes later sent me a message saying that everything was all right and that she was arriving at home. I texted back asking where she had been, and she ignored me.
None of his business, that's why.
What should I do? In any other situation, I'm gladly would be using nuclear option, but I cannot emphasize that enough. She's my friend, and I accept that the situation is my fault for neglecting my sentimental life for too long. I don't want to lose my friend. Thanks.
Did he say
what is a nuclear option?
He's going to bomb people. Like the Unabomber.
He's going to become like Ted Kaczynski.
He's going to build a hut out in the middle of North Dakota.
With no internet.
And send bombs.
Just send bombs to people.
Well, I think the first problem is he doesn't know how to write.
I mean, maybe English isn't his first language.
Maybe.
That's true. So to summarize,
I don't know.
He said that he cares about her, likes her, his best friend, and then now she cut him out of his life.
But he did it like 2 days after she broke up? Or he said 2 days,
Yeah,
right?
it was like 2 days.
That he
First
can-
of all, that's way too quick.
Yeah.
She's not even over her ex yet.
But he was abusing on alcohol and marijuana.
First of all, substance abuse is no laughing matter. I want everyone to know that.
Get help if need be.
There are, yeah, I think
There's a number.
yes. Junkyard, put that hotline up on the screen.
Not TikTok lady, Junkyard.
All you see is a bunch of asses. Alcohol abuse hotline.
All right. Would he confess his love?
Mm-hmm.
After 2 days after she broke up?
After 2, yeah.
I mean,
but see, the thing is, he kind of understands. He knows that he fucked up, and he knows that because she doesn't really talk to him anymore is because of what he did. So you know what? Just take the L.
yeah, I think
But he doesn't want to lose his friend.
It's
Too late.
It's too late.
It's never gonna be the same.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it can, but you can't like force it.
He's going to have to give it some time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like Debbie said, you gotta give her some time. Give her. She's gonna go. Let her out. Do whatever. Do her thing. And yeah, he wants to be your friend. Yeah, he misses her. But if you're gonna try and like, if you try to force your way into fixing the situation, it's not gonna help.
Debbie, has that ever happened to you? Has that guy, a friend of yours, ever said like, "Hey, I really like you"?
I don't think so.
No.
Not that I recall.
So what do you think he should do in this situation then?
He should just let her have her hoe phase because
Mhm.
she was with him for 8-9 years.
I
So
know.
I'm sure she's just wants to
Trying to-
be a hoe.
I know that's
So
right.
just let her be.
Let her make her OnlyFans.
Right. Let her earn some money. And then when she's done being a hoe,
Then
she's going to come
strike.
tell you all her hoe shit.
Uh-huh.
And
Probably if they're still best friends.
Yeah.
You know, just give it some time. Maybe she'll feel differently later on.
Do you think things will ever go back to the way they were or no? Like if one of your friends said to you, you know what? I know you just broke up with your boyfriend, but you know, I really
Like 2 days
like you."
later.
Right? Well,
After 9 years.
yeah.
I love you.
That fast.
It would probably never go back to normal. And if it does close to it, it'd be a while.
It will take some time,
Yeah,
basically.
You know what you should have did? You should have like read the room and then said psych. Like, see how she responded?
Like, I love you. Psych!
Yeah, yeah. If she,
I love you
yeah.
as a friend.
Yeah, see, you always got to have an exit strategy.
Right.
I told Tony how I feel about him, and I don't see him anymore now.
True.
How do you
Because he didn't have an exit strategy.
If I would have just said I love you, bro, and he was, I was psych.
But no, he just said, hey, I love you. I was like, oh. Hey, I got to go, Mamba. Could you drop me off
It
at
was
home?
like that
Can you
time-
give me a ride?
It was
Hey,
like
Mamba,
that-
can you give me a ride home? I got to go.
It was like that time that I accidentally called him.
Oh,
The worst, the most awkward. And I accidentally butt dialed him.
Yeah.
I heard somebody in my pocket like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Oh shit! I accidentally called you." He's like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Nothing, man. Bye."
I was like, and then I messaged, don't you ever call me again.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we get a lot of these questions, and I think most young men just need to learn how to take an L.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest part. You got to get
Learn to take an L because it'll strengthen, your your fortitude, your inner fortitude, make you a stronger person. And I think everyone in life needs to take an L every now and then.
Debbie, how would what would have been the best way to approach if as a guy trying to, I guess after like him, he realized he has feelings for his friend, a friend of a long time. How would you? What if he did want to like express that to her? What would be the best way to do it?
I feel like he should have waited a little bit because she's still.
How long is a little bit?
Not 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously not today.
Clearly.
Months, at least a few months, I would say, just to see where she's at. If she's over it, maybe she's been over the relationship for a while,
Or what if she like gets another boyfriend right away?
And it's just a rebound. It's not gonna last. More than likely, it's not gonna last.
So he should wait that out too.
Well,
Poor
yeah.
guy. What about?
I mean, he's a friend, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
yeah,
what
but
friends are for.
yeah, he's a friend, but he's like obviously he found this, romantic feeling for his
Yeah.
friend in the midst of this.
Yeah, I still think he should have waited a little bit.
Because that kind of sucks, doesn't it? Like you found out that, oh shit, like I like this girl, she's my friend for a long time, but I like her, and then now she's like dating some dude, and then she's over here telling him about how much of a dickhead he is.
I have had.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's fuck. Like
it happens. That's
Yeah.
life.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you just get, sometimes you got to take an L.
I have had plenty of crushes in my lifetime. Nothing has ever happened, and
Yeah.
you'll learn.
You know how many girls I've liked, and I've seen them break up with their boyfriends, and
Because of
get
you?
with someone else. That's not always the case. I don't destroy anything that is not going to wreck itself.
That's true.
Like sometimes I'll see a situation and I'm like, look, that's gonna implode on its own anyway. So either I can get in on that or somebody else will. So it might as well be me.
Why not me?
Right.
Why not me? Everyone's getting theirs. It's time I get mine.
yeah, hell yeah, like the stimulus. Fuck yeah.
Everyone's getting theirs. It's
time for me
you
to
get
get mine,
yours.
yes.
Yeah.
The biggest takeaway, if you're a woman too, but if you're a young guy, I know that guys deal with it a lot, and you're gonna listen to this, just learn how to take an L. Not everybody's gonna like you.
Let's take out the broken up part of it. What if you have a female friend that you want to like tell them like, oh, I like you. How do you do it without it being like awkward? Well, I guess they can't really do it without being awkward, right?
Yeah, you really can't.
It's gonna be awkward.
It's gonna be awkward. Yeah,
regardless.
yeah.
It's either hope that they feel the same, because if they don't, then it's always gonna be weird.
It's gonna change. Yeah, it changes everything. So it's like you're taking a risk. You're taking
Yeah.
a risk.
It's a huge risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So so if you're gonna do something like that, you should at least have some solid data indicating that there's a chance you might feel the same way.
But see, it's hard.
But if you don't know, then you got
Right.
you got to be willing to risk the friendship then.
Right, because the thing is like especially with girls, like they make it so difficult. They
Okay,
make it hard
so
to read.
Why do you look at me?
Because you're a girl, you're the only girl in the room. What else are we gonna look at?
So, all right, so let's say you're right, Joe. Let's say they do make it difficult, and you have no idea.
Right.
Then you got to make a decision. Either you really want to just be your friend forever, or you want to risk it. But if you risk it, you are risking losing that
Right.
friendship, and you need to know that. You can't
Yeah.
have it both ways.
But also, you gotta live with the rest of your life and knowing that you never tried.
Exactly.
Right.
So which one would you rather live with? You got to make
I'd
a
risk
decision.
it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't risk it in 2 days.
Smart.
That's the ultimate.
I guess that's a good question. Have you ever done that to a guy of yours? Have you ever told them you?
No.
No, oh, whatever.
I've done that.
I've never felt that way.
I've only done that. I've only done it once. I only did that to one girl because there's one girl I really liked, and I've always liked her, but she had a boyfriend, and then she broke up with her boyfriend. But I was like, oh, you know what? I should just wait a little bit. I'm not gonna just jump on it. Give her some time. But no, like 3 days later, she had another boyfriend. I'm like, fuck, all right. So I waited that one out, and then she broke up with that one, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it like a solid 2 weeks. She got another boyfriend. I was like, God damn. So
see, this
Oh,
is the
for
problem.
sure.
so then but after that, once they broke up, I was like, all right, you know what? I already know I have a very small window of opportunity, and I might as well just tell her. But see, I knew, I'm like, look, I know if I tell her, because we were really good friends, and she told me about all the shitty guys, all the shitty relationships she's been. So I know that if I tell her, things may not be the same. Things may change. She may not like it. She may like, yeah, I'm cool, and then that's it. But it worked out.
So you guys
Yeah, I
ended up
remember
dating?
that
We
girl.
did end up
She
dating.
was a hoe. For show.
She was not.
I just called her a hoe for sure.
But no, she was just very she was kind of like a female version of Junkyard.
Oh,
She just
okay.
Needed
Needed to be in a relationship?
Yeah, she's kind of always felt like she needed to be with someone.
Yeah.
And I mean, this was back when, it was like a while ago, so she was young, just full of feelings, kind of like Junkyard is right now. Just needs to be with someone
I kind of had
at all times.
I kind of had a success story.
Do you really?
I like that.
Of a friend?
It was a success failure.
Oh, I like those. So you failed spectacularly.
Did you tell her?
Who got that good D? I got that good D.
That was my failure. Definitely was not good.
So what you're saying is the task was failed successfully.
The task was failed.
All right, tell us about the
successfully.
task that was failed successfully.
I'll run this really quick because I know it's already been like 3 hours.
Yeah, we're running out of minutes.
All right. Long story short, in high school, there was this girl who I was like infatuated with. And, I was just friends with her. I never like told her that I liked her. And I think she left after sophomore year because her family moved to the suburbs, but I still kept in contact with her. And then just one day, I think I was 21. We found each other on Facebook or whatever. I forgot. And we were started text messaging each other, and by this time, like I was already over it. I thought she was cute, but I was already over it. It's like, so I was just joking. I was like, yeah, I actually like had a really big crush on you in high school. She was like, you did it? Or she was like, you did? I was like, yeah, I did. I just never told you. She was like, oh, you should have told me. I would have basically done anything you wanted.
Holy shit!
And she did make good on that.
Nice.
But one of us left very disappointed.
And it wasn't you that was disappointed?
I was disappointed in myself.
So you both left disappointed.
Because some friends from high school, she's like, hey, you know, they're getting together. We're having like a little high school reunion. Do you want to come by? I was like, for sure. And we were drinking, you know, there was like heavy petting and just the old equipment. This is when I was 21 and I wasn't really experienced with drinking. So I don't know if that had any effect. But
What could have been because you were pre-diabetic?
21? I had like a 6-pack at 21.
Oh, it was way before I met you, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it. Anyways, yeah.
Probably the drinking.
I'd like to think so. Maybe I was just nervous because like it was finally happening, and but barely anything happened that night. And I left home. I went home, and yeah, we never talked after that.
That sucks.
But,
I have a story about somebody being nervous.
Ooh, do tell.
Like during the
Yeah, he was too
Coital?
nervous. He was too nervous and couldn't do anything.
It happens.
Because he was too nervous.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And he's like, no, I can't. I was like, well,
Now, when you heard that
does happen.
When you heard that,
I didn't know.
Do you take that as a compliment?
That's what I was about to ask. When you heard that, did you take that as a compliment, or did you were like, oh, that's sweet, or were you like,
damn,
I
you
didn't
suck.
think no, I didn't think anything negative. I was just like, that sucks for him, but because it's kind of awkward and embarrassing for him, I would think. I don't know, but
it can't.
I felt like I didn't make him feel uncomfortable about it.
You should have.
No,
Should've been like,
we ended
Bitch, you ain't no nerd. It was hell you were.
we ended up, doing it later, but just for that moment for like 15 minutes.
So like in the future he was all good.
Yeah.
It was just the initial.
Yeah, it was the initial
I
first
can't.
time.
Give a round of applause for that king. That king.
It was fine afterwards.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Didn't
no,
last,
that
though.
does happen.
Yeah, she did not. I don't know if it's because I didn't really try again, but yeah, I didn't get a second chance. Probably because I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, I should have mentioned this before, but she did have a boyfriend with.
What?
Yeah,
How
so-
dare you?
So you're a home wrecker.
I was 21.
home
I was
wrecker.
21.
You're a
I was
home
just
wrecker.
I was just out here vibing and getting into weird situations. That's the old me.
All right. Well, luckily I've never had an erectile dysfunction problem, so.
Oh bullshit!
You're a walking erectile dysfunction junkyard.
I have other issues. Getting him up is not one of them. But all right.
All right.
Wrap it up.
Let's. We're gonna end the
I'm
podcast
about
on
to
a
fall
lie.
asleep.
Hey, you don't have your earplugs.
True.
All right. All right, guys.
In a world full of simps.
yeah.
Don't be a simp.
Mamba, in a world.
In a world full of Sims. Somebody actually told me this earlier. Guys are out here being simps and not trying to be pimps. Leave it at that.
Nice. All right. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, fucking Deezer, everywhere. Shoot us an email, newkidsonthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail at 774-40-NKOTP. I just want to say thank you to Debbie for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Again, twice. I think the only person we've had twice in person. So you should feel
Oh.
happy. And for Ariel.
Do you actually have like fun doing this?
I do.
Oh, okay.
It's fun.
That makes.
I enjoy it.
We appreciate you saying that while we're still recording.
Right.
You can tell us how you really feel after.
And definitely big ups to Ariel Helwani for
Yep.
coming on. He didn't
Big,
have to.
big ups. Praise be.
Hell yeah. Praise be. Yeah, because he didn't have to, and he did. And then I emailed him after we were done recording, saying thanks a lot for coming on.
Did he respond?
Yeah, he did. He said it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, nice guy.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy, super cool. Anybody that talks shit about him, especially your brother, you guys can go. He's got two words. He's got 2 words for you.
He's got 2 words for the haters.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, all right, guys. We will check you out next week, right? Next week.
Yeah.
Because we were waiting a long time to get this guest, so that's why we were such a gap
next
between
week.
199 and 200.
And we'll give away the second shirt next week.
Yeah, we'll give away a second shirt next week. So I'll put up a post. Make sure you guys go comment on them Facebook/Instagram posts. Cool.
Debbie, anytime you want to.
Yeah, anytime you want to come back, let us know. We're happy to have you.
He changed his tune.
We'll get Grissano's.
Well, that's because once you mentioned the pizza, he changed his tune.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but the first time
you had to remind me.
he was a child and he had to turn his mic off.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want you
Throwing a
on. He's like,
tantrum.
oh.
Fuck this bitch.
All right, guys. We will check you out next week. Kissies on your dickies.
Ariel's not going to like that. That's immature.
Oh, whatever.
That's very immature.